No, wait. No, wait, when did you reconstruct that background? Because it wasn't like this. When did you reframe it? No,
it's the same background, bro.
no, it's the same background, but you reframed it. It didn't fit last time.
That's because it was on G's channel, bro. What?
Oh, okay, all right. It is what it is.
Order 66, man. You know the vibes.
No, you're taking the piss, bro. No, all right, man. Fuck it. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah. He decided he wants to go and play for Real Madrid.
Looks good in the kit, though, isn't it?
I ain't gonna lie, it does, man, but I hate it, bro.
Yeah, who don't look good in the Real Madrid kit, though? I mean, come on.
Nah, Fabinho didn't look good in the Real Madrid kit, bro. And neither did Di Maria. But I hear you, bro.
Obviously, me and Sav sort of chopped it up earlier. I think we didn't really spend. It was a lot more topic, more than just the trend. It looks like he's going to go to Real Madrid. It looks like it's definitely done now.
Yeah.
Obviously heard that Liverpool are trying to offer him, the highest paid English player in the league to try and persuade him to stay. But it looks like he's ready to take up the opportunity to go and play for Real Madrid.
Grealish the highest paid, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know what that looks like. What's that, about 400 maybe? Close to
Grealish is on 300, so what have to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think, guys, man? Because I don't know.
The chat's killing me, bro. Right emojis.
Yeah, look. I'll be honest. I think it's a good move for him. Obviously, it's Real Madrid, right? Just speaking from a football sense, Liverpool's all he's known. He's won everything here, and so what else has he got to accomplish? People can talk about the captaincy. People can talk about more trophies, but I just think he's 26 now. He's probably got another 7-8 years of playing. Let's say, if he's won it all at Liverpool, why not go elsewhere and try win other trophies and try win it with another team and try do other things in his footballing career and look back on different trophies, more trophies, and all these kinds of things. So I think from a football perspective, be it that he's won everything already with Liverpool, I get it. And then personally, obviously, just looking from the outside in, living somewhere else, trying different things, different climate, different food, different way of life, surrounded by different people, you can't really blame him for it. So I get it. I can't criticize his decision to want to move to Real Madrid. It just kind of, I was saying to you earlier, it just kind of feels a little bit frustrating because Liverpool are, hopefully going to go on to win the Premier League, which makes them the best team in England at its current point in time. And you kind of hoped once being at the top, you'd be able to sort of retain these top players and nobody would want to leave. So it's a bit of a knock to the ego to think that your top stars want to go elsewhere. But it is what it is. And kind of got to focus on what we're left with and what we need to do moving forward to make sure that we retain that Premier League title and that we compete for Champions Leagues and everything else in the future. And there's obviously a world in which we can do that. So that's what we've just got to focus on, I think.
What about you, Seb, man? I know obviously you're
compose myself, bro, but man, truth I said, Ratatouille the sequel.
the man them in the chat are throwing very rat emojis.
Listen, man. I'm gonna be deadly serious now, and I'm not trying to troll anymore, bro. We have to think like I've heard Liverpool fans from different perspectives about other players that are in their own hometowns and stuff and chose not to. Zubimendi, he chose not to leave his hometown, innit? He wanted to stay around this, and everyone was disrespecting him, calling him a pussy for it, saying, "Don't you have any ambition?" That's what. Let's not pretend. That's what everyone said. They were taking the piss out of him. Putting spreadsheets together and slideshows and that to keep him there with the mountains. They were all trolling him for not doing what Trent's doing, because it's almost identical, bro. Now he's won everything. for sure at Liverpool. He's about to win the Premier League twice. He's been in a few Champions League finals, so it's not like he's had one go at that with Liverpool. And he's won the domestic trophies. I think if you was going to choose in your life to have a fresh start at something, you would want to accomplish everything you can in the one place first, innit? I know everyone always uses like the Steven Gerrard kind of thing, and that's Gerrard didn't win the Premier League. There's a carrot there chasing it that he had never done it, and he was worried about leaving to go Chelsea and then winning a trophy, the big trophy with Chelsea, and having to be in his own city and everyone. But that is not going to another Premier League team. All you can ask from a footballer is to honour their contract.
Mm.
You can ask for somebody in their job is to honour their contract. His contract isn't to whatever people call stay loyal. He's been loyal to his contract. He's done the best he can. Whether people have moaned about him in games and stuff like that, he's done the best he can. He's worked for the team, and he's abided by his contract. And he's stuck to his word. He said he's not going to come out and try derail anything and say whatever. And he said that before most people thought, before anyone knew he was going to win the title. So some people predicted it, but when he first said that, it was early in the season before, so he wouldn't have known that he was going to win the Prem since from that moment on. It was smart to do that. You know what? Let's not derail anything. Let's see what we can do this season. His mind was probably already made up. Klopp left the previous season. Probably had some effect at the time, and you know what I mean, probably made him think a few things. The players that he's been in the squad with for a while are coming to the end of their Liverpool careers as well. Some of them already left, like Hendo and Milner and Bobby. And then you got people like Robbo, who's at the tail end now, and Virgil and Salah. And they haven't signed, so we don't know what's going on there. So yeah, just trying new things. And the legacy thing, listen, his legacy should be able to be cemented at Liverpool and then go on and have a legacy other places as well. But I guess it's fresh in everyone's mind at the moment, so fine. And yeah, I just don't see the big issue. Like when people keep bringing up the captaincy thing, but the fan base don't even want him to be captain.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want him to be captain, and they spent most of the season dissing him for the way he's been playing on it. He's too lazy, he don't track back, he doesn't do enough for the team. I've had enough of him, get him out the team. But as soon as he wants to leave himself, it's not okay for him to leave. I don't know what it is, man. And then they start talking about the money and stuff. The money's not Trent's problem, bro. If you don't get a fee for Trent because he's not ran down his contract, you know what I mean? It's just happened like that. You could have given him a contract earlier on. It is what it is, bro. Like we'll get over it, innit?
What do you think then? What do you think then, Cav, about the legacy part as well? In terms of, because I asked, Savin G kind of earlier about this, but I split the question because I think legacy, he can go on and even add more to his legacy by going to Real Madrid. But then what happens with the Liverpool legacy? Can he come back from it? If in the latter stage of his career, when he's looking to retire, maybe when he looks back at his career, would he then be kind of worried like he didn't, maybe the love from the city is not the same anymore? Maybe he's not respected as he would want to have been respected.
Nah, he definitely should be respected. It's understandable you'd be upset, initially because he's moving on. But when you look back at his time since he broke into the first team, you've really got to give him the respect he deserves and the fact that he delivered trophies with him. He played a crucial part in his winning our first Premier League title. He played a crucial part in his getting the Champions League after 14 years. We can't. I know we're going to win the Premier League this season. I know for the past few years we've been competing for every trophy to the death, but let's not forget where we were for a decade prior to that. And it took players like Trent and others to really, get those trophies again and put us back on this pedestal. And him and a few others have played pivotal parts in that, like crucial parts in that. The amount of assists he's got from right back is insane. So I think he's won as a Champions League, Premier League, domestic cups, Super Cup, all these things, and not been a bit part. It's been a crucial part to it, and I think he deserves his respect for that. And also from a footballing point of view, I think from that right, and you can talk about whether he's naturally a midfielder and all these kinds of things, but the truth is, he's played right back, and he's almost redefined what you can do in that position, whilst being at Liverpool. So you can't take that away from him. He is He's a game changer. He's players, young footballers that are thinking about their best position and what they can get out of a position and stuff. They're going to look at somebody like Trent and think, actually, you know what, I can maybe try and be a right back now, or I can try and do what he does. And he's a trailblazer. He's left that sort of inspiration for younger people coming through, and we've seen other footballers try to replicate what he can do. Very few can, because he's got just natural born talent with his passing range and stuff. So you can't take any of that stuff away from him. So naturally, he's going to have that legacy, I think. Where I genuinely don't know how it will pan out. I suppose it really does depend on how he carries himself when moving to Madrid. I suppose if he goes there, plays his football, and Real Madrid come up against Liverpool in head-to-heads in Champions League and things like that, as long as he remains respectful, as long as he says the right things, as long as he does his best to make sure that he's fully respectful of what Liverpool have given him and his time here, then I think people's respect and people's admiration for him will grow again, and we'll look back at his time at Liverpool fondly, rather than focusing on the fact that he left. But on the flip side, if he goes over there, and he starts speaking to journalists, does interviews and this and that, and some things are taken out of context, or just not received particularly well, or he says something negative about Liverpool, it can grow like wildfire, and that will dictate people's opinion. That will be the lasting memory of him. So it can go one or two ways. It remains to be seen how it pans out. But certainly from what he's done at his time at Liverpool, he's not a player that just came in and left. He wasn't some meaty player. He wasn't a nobody. No. He played a crucial part in delivering what we all wanted, and for that you have to give him his flowers.
Yeah. I do expect the initial fallout to be like somebody's done something crazy, and what I mean, like, jokes aside, the picture you put in the group and that, bro. I expect man to spray paint his mural, and I expect people to move crazy. They're not going to leave it there, bro. But I do believe that with time, and the fact that Liverpool's not struggling at the moment, we don't know next season, and I feel like if Liverpool are terrible next season, it will feel worse on Trent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Liverpool start to do well, and it's almost like, and we've moved on fine without him and stuff like that, then I think the heat off him will drop a little bit. Like almost, I know Klopp didn't do anything wrong, but he decided he was leaving halfway through the season and stuff, and I feel like people would have still been saying stuff about Klopp now if Slot didn't come in and do so well. But because he has, it's been an easy transition, no one's had to mention him. It's kind of cool, isn't it? And also, like, and we did a video, probably G's video when was doing the ranking stuff, like yesterday, I think it was. Or he was doing the trios and the midfield and all that stuff. And just from like, because you have to take the rose tinted glasses off sometimes, innit, for Liverpool, if you're talking and having a proper conversation. And when we did that ranking, how many people on that ranking stayed at one club? And remember, these were the most elite players of all time. There was, because remember, he wasn't on the list, so G didn't hand him on there, and that's it. Everyone else they had gone to, like, these people in there who had went to AC and Inter and Juve. You know what I mean? There's Seedorf and Etu, and there's R9 who's Barcelona and Real Madrid, and Figo, Barcelona and Real Madrid. I'm not saying, and remember, he's not done that. He's not gone to the rival club. He's not gone to, he's not going to go to Everton anyway, but this is not going to Man U at the Heights. He's not gone over to Man City. We're not going to have a team on a week-to-week basis, and it's going to dictate in a draw in the Champions League whether we play Real Madrid or not. So, I don't really see an issue, and it is really baffling me with how much I've heard everyone diss him for the last couple of seasons, that it's like this, that this is the reaction, which tells me that your only problem is that you didn't get a fee for him. But the way this club's run anyway, whatever fee you would have got from him, can you guarantee that the club would have spent the money? And if they did, they wouldn't have spent how you want to spend it. So, I don't know. I'm not telling people not to be upset and all that stuff, but I feel like the personal insults at Trent, and that's a bit crazy to me. But if that's what you want to do, that's up to you, and it's one of them. These are the same people, by the way. If they see Trent, they're still going to try and take a photo with him. I know it. You know what I mean? They see him in Alicante and that blood.
Nah, it's mad, man. So we got so too much muggles in the fan base. Big up to Honesty for the super chat. Why do fans only look at it their way and never how the player feels? Because the whole time they were shitting on Trent, and now are mad he is leaving.
Do you know the other side of things as well? I'm sure we'll get into it, like where it leaves Liverpool and the impact and stuff as well. But if he goes to Real Madrid, I know Barcelona are on the up now and Atletico is still there and stuff, but he is guaranteed trophies at Real Madrid. And at Liverpool, you know, let's face it, we're hopefully going to go on to win the Premier League this season, but we all expect Man City to be back next year. We expect Arsenal to still be sniffing around. Who knows what Chelsea can do if they continue to get players to click and their recruitment changes. Let's all face it, in years to come, in the playing days that Trent still has left, we all expect United to do the full circle and come back and be strong at some point, because that's just the way it goes. And in the Champions League, we're always going to be up against Real Madrid and these other teams that have got good shots as well. So from a footballing perspective, why wouldn't he want to go somewhere where he feels he can get the most trophies? And let's face it, that Real Madrid side, with some of the other additions they're talking about as well, the firepower they've got up front, you know, and the age of that group as well, he's all but guaranteed to go there and win trophies regardless of how he performs, to be honest with you. He's got a tough challenge to sort of get Carvajal out of that position initially, but I mean, if you're ever thinking about an opportunity to go somewhere, make money and win trophies, it probably is a once in a lifetime opportunity for him, to be honest.
Do you guys think as well? Sorry, Ems, I don't want to keep going. You know, we're looking at it at the initial overview. You know, move on to another club and try new things and stuff. But I do believe like there is other things to it as well, which we're not going to be privy to, and we might never be privy to, or we might in the future. But conversations between Trent and Slot. Now, Trent already told us that he likes Slot.
Yeah, fair point.
I'm thinking of our future plans. Like, where do you see me in the future? Is this inverted role going to be a thing for me in the future, or do you want me as a regular right back? Because we already saw before Slot came in that Trent wasn't trying to be at right back like that anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they started asking him in interviews and things like that. It was almost like he was almost smiling and that, and his answer was always, "I'll do whatever the gaffer wants me to do." But really, at the ages that he's been playing football for, so you want to enjoy your football, innit? So that doesn't mean if he goes Real Madrid, he's not going to have to defend. Of course he is, bro. But he's spraying the ball to Mbappe and Vinny instead of Diaz and Jota, innit? And Diaz and Nunes, bro. Like it is what it is, and there's no point everyone pretending otherwise because you don't like all them players anyway. So I'm thinking about a man in trying to enjoy his football, and as I said, build a legacy in football, not just Liverpool, innit? Because football is bigger than Liverpool, and we're Liverpool fans, bro. But when you want to be seen amongst the greats and stuff like that, like look what happened before any of this came out, and they spoke about Trent with the Ballon d'Or. What did everyone do in the fan base? This is before he had done everything. Everyone just laughed at him, innit? Everyone was like, "Don't be so stupid. You're a right back. You can never get Ballon d'Or and that." And that, well, okay, that's up to you, innit? But his mentality is that I can, bro. Whether he gets it or not is two different things. So I don't see a problem. I see a man trying to. I don't want to say better his life because Liverpool's a great club. It's not the biggest club in the world. Real Madrid is definitely the biggest club in the world. But he's trying to try new things and build a legacy elsewhere because he's already completed football here, bro. Which he has. There's nothing left for him to win at Liverpool.
Looking at these seasons, though, guys, and how many chances he created in terms of goals contribution as well. This is the reason, obviously, why I was in the team. And I think we always defended his defending. Some, obviously, we critiqued him when he needed to be critiqued, but we defended it because he offered something to the team. Obviously, he's going to a different club that he's going to be able to go and even express himself even a bit more. What do we do going forward then? Because do we then shift the weight of who does the creating and lead the midfielders and let them do it? Or do you think we go and try and get another, I don't know, creative style right back? Or do we shift the system again to try and suit somewhat? Because looking at his numbers, you got 17, you got 9, you got 14, 11, 7, and this season he's got 8 so far. So he's actually contributing even from a right back position. Most right backs, you wouldn't say get those numbers or even close to them because they just defend.
And this feels like a slower season for him, doesn't it? I didn't even know he had that much this season.
The chances created 51 this season.
I didn't have a clue. I would never have thought that thinking of it, bro.
What do we do, boys?
I think stylistically we're gonna change anyway. if he goes, we're going to change anyway, aren't we? And depending on what happens with Salah as well, we're going to change again. So next season's not going to look like this season. Maybe in some patterns of play, control, slowing the ball down, and that kind of thing. But what we will certainly lose is that quick transition football. I think in that respect, I think what we will lose is that one pass from the back to the front, and then it's one touch and you're in. It's going to be a lot more pragmatic, a lot more touches, a lot more passes in our build up. Naturally, because you're going to lose that ability in the defensive line that can play that killer ball. So it's going to have its impact for sure. But what we need to do is make sure that we become more rounded as a team for it. If we've all, criticised him for his defending and his lack of tracking back at times and all these kinds of things, then the replacement needs to be somebody that satisfies that. And obviously isn't probably going to be as good going forward, but needs to be a better all-rounder. And then that needs to coincide with what's happening further up the pitch. So we're going to see change, but how that change actually looks remains to be seen. I just really hope that Conor Bradley continues to progress, because from what we have seen of him, is he can be a really adequate replacement. Obviously had a few injury issues of late, but if he can, if what could really help us is if he could stay fit for the entirety of next season and put in the performances that we kind of have seen from him, then it's going to make that transition away from Trent a lot easier. But we'll certainly need to sign somebody as well, because we can't just have Bradley at right back and that be our only option.
Big up Zibiri, bro.
Big up,
obviously,
man.
I know you're not in the spaces like that to see what was going on, but the conversation is, the ambition part. They're saying that the club doesn't have ambition. The owners of the club don't have ambition. Trent is a rat, and he should be trying to stay here instead of going and showing his ambition to go and win other stuff. What's your views on that, bro?
To be fair, I don't want to say he's outstayed his usefulness, but at the moment, if you take Salah out the front line, he's useless. And the reason why I say he's useless is the conversion off his corners ain't as high as they once were. Free kicks, I think Rice is eating up that department. There was a time I thought he would have been eating it up, where wherever he gets on the ball, you're like, yep, something's happening. I think we're losing that ball over the top element. We don't have another player that can take the ball down and make something of it outside of Salah. Like, they're making the runs. I credit them for the run. But Jota running in behind Trent, pinging one over to Jota, it's going to bounce off his thigh. It's going to be a messy one for Jota to take down. He might still do something with it, but it ain't going to be as crisp as Trent would have envisioned it. Same thing with the left-hand side. Gakpo ain't running in behind like that. Diaz, he's always a shin pad away from getting on the end of things. So that is Trent's strength right there. I think we just used him like he has a bunch of other qualities, but we're like, that's the one we're going to use. We're going to use you from the right back to ping these over the top, kind of like how Alisson does. But if Alisson is on the ball, you can see it. Virgil ones, it's like 1 out of 20. Virgil do that over the top to create an assist. It's like 1 out of 20. Maybe 1 out of 50 now, because I haven't seen one this season, I don't think. Kanate, same thing. It's like 1 out of 20 is going to be an assist. Where Trent, it's probably like 1 out of 8. 1 out of 10 is going to be an assist. So losing the Mane, Firmino, they used to do that run. We only got Salah. Salah is on the verge of leaving. Why would he stay? Unless we can guarantee we're going to get him a man that can be on the end of those. We're going to get him a man, bro, because he's very good at that. But who's going to be running in on that if he stays? Like just F defending, because none of us really backs him. I was like, yo, he's going to be lucky. No. We don't care about that. If Trent stay, who's on the end of them sexy passes? Because I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen Diaz on many of them. I haven't seen Jota on many of them. Even Gakpo. The only man you can watch a bunch of Trent highlights. I guarantee you Salah is in 90% of those. I guarantee it. So there's no need for him to stay here, bro. His best attribute, is going to be going in the garbage bin, recycle bin settings. See how Rashford used to lose one good thing, and then he lost that. That's going to be Trent, bro. If he stay here, bro, meaty days, bro. So, yeah, I think it's time for him to go, man, because if you think about it, him spraying that pass to Vinny might do one of them Neymar flicks and take that down. Bad boy goal. Trent's doing this now. Like, see, I told you, man, I'm nice. Mbappe on that at the end of that. Bellingham running in as a false number 5 or whatever the hell Bellingham is. Bro, he got bare options, man. Bare options. Savage, no. He got bare option for them passes, man. Like, after defending, bro. No one cares about that. Because you know why? When you're batting up team 9-0 in that, bro, with sexy passes and FIFA celebration, you think man cared about you got skinned twice in that game? Nah, bro. Nobody cares about that. You man told me defense don't win games, bro. Even we defended our teeth against PSG and nick a 1-0 win in the end. No man really praised the defense, bro. We're like, oh, lucky Harvey, blah, blah, blah. Bro, no one cares about defending when you're doing up them freaking replays and you're seeing sexy passes to assists in that, bro. You ever pull up Gerrard passing? Damn near all of them was an assist. Some sexy passes, bro. No one cares about defending. So for him to go, I think it's the perfect time. I think the rat thing, listen, man. That's why some of y'all misses cheating, man. You want too much things. Conflict of interest in that. Talking about the club this and the club that, bro. You're focusing on the wrong thing, bro. It's football. At the end of the day, I cannot ask a man to pocket the most sexiest attribute I've seen since the greats, like the Galacticos and them, man, with the Quaresma, with the Travellas and them. Bro, Trent is like the next one there. From like Beckham and them, man. It went De Bruyne. Some man said De Bruyne just hit space, bro. Trent hit magic. I would love to hear what a rival man thinks of Trent pass. If he's gonna be like, nah, man, he's just hitting space, bro. Trent is hitting magic, bro.
I think this might help Slot out, to be honest, bro. I know that man don't want to hear that, but I really believe.
Real quick, Savage. And to your question to Cav, how it changed, I think we will be more direct. Because that Trent thing was a broken attribute going from left to right, back to left real quick. It was a broken attribute. Even Pep said it. Pep was like, yeah, what do you do with that? You know what you do with that? Send it to Real Madrid. Because that's them man formula. They do that in Champions League and cook you up in 10 games, bro, and lift the title.
That pass became a bit spammy, and that's why I started calling it the Hollywood pass, because we'd be in transition, we're trying to move the ball, and Trent would just spray it. But when it doesn't work, when it started to become 1 out of 6 passes, it was making it. It was a bit like, yo, you just messed up the whole vibe of what we're doing. Like, man, thing that I was saying Trent to leave and go around with you because I want him to leave Liverpool like that. I just thought this when Slot was coming in anyway for Salah and Trent. And Salah just went and had this great season, so whatever, that's worked out well. But when Slot was coming in, I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like Salah and Trent will leave because I feel that right side is broken anyway, and I don't think any manager can coach the way they want to coach with that right side playing the way they play, because nothing's changed with the right side. They still did when Trent and Salah played together. They still did the exact same thing they'd done on the clock, and there's no balance to the team. Now people are going to say to me, "Well, but it's the best players." No, I know that. I'm just talking in. For the future of
McAllister and Gravenberch face as the two new men in the team, looking at Trent like, bro, the middle is open. Trent is like, did you not see that pass to Salah? I'm like, bro, what did we train on today?
People can get past the fact that you're not going to get Salah's goals from whichever next right winger comes in. You really should be getting a striker to get those goals anyway, and your creator should be your midfielder more than anybody else. And like I said, I think Szoboszlai might play a little bit different without always trying to pass the ball to Salah. That's not Salah's fault, by the way, if anyone attacked me. I'm just saying people have to step up and do other things when man's not on the pitch. I don't even think they rely on him. I just think it's a natural default. You think he's the best player, get the ball to him. Harvey used to do that as well, and he started to take the reins himself a little bit. But for me, the amount of times we've sat down and seen how Slot wants to coach and stuff like that, and then listen to what Slot says. And when Slot had that sit down with Rio and they asked him about Trent in midfield, and he said, why would I play him in midfield? Them two are better than him. He said that verbatim. I didn't make that up. So Trent would have known that as well. When Trent heard that, he must have been thinking, "Oh, I'm never making it into midfield, bro."
Yeah, but we've always said that between me and you, right? Or
yeah, we've said that. But hearing the manager say that kills it for Trent forever. Remember, Klopp would skate around it and go, "No, he's great. He's the best right back in the world, but he can do this as well." Klopp was like, "No, Graven McAllister's better than him. Why would I play him in midfield?" So that cuts it out for Trent, and then Trent's got to go. Oh, for the rest of my career, while this Slot guy's here, I got to be a right back where I don't really want to do that defending like that. People don't rate me doing it anyway, and I can't really express myself. You think if Zubimendi came into the squad this season with Trent wouldn't have been able to do them spam passes, bro. Hey, Trent, give me the ball, let me do my thing, and it costs. You can't be doing that, bro.
Nah, I think he would still do it, but like I said, Zubimendi wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, but I don't think Slot liked it. I don't think Slot. They asked Slot about the long balls. I don't think he liked it.
I think
doesn't.
one thing that's been our Achilles heel for a while, during the time that we've obviously been really good, is that the team has often lacked balance, and it's felt like when we talk about Liverpool, oh yeah, we're great, we create loads of chances, and the stats are there to back it up. We will watch every game, right? And we watch Liverpool play, and we're like, where's the chances coming from? This looks so stagnant. There's no rhythm. There's no tempo. Where's the style of play gone? And I feel like it's because we always fall into this trap of having too many options.
Yep.
And now we've got a manager that clearly wants to play a slower build-up, a bit more controlled, not gung-ho, not necessarily always pressing up the pitch, not always a high line. It's more focus around getting triangles on the pitch, pass and move, right? It's a possession-based game. Well, it's great when you've got somebody like Trent that can break the rhythm, and at times you need that. But you can't disrupt the rhythm too much. And I think that's where we've fallen into the trap of, well, do we play this way, or do we play this way, or do we play this way? And that's just not going to pan out for somebody that's so particular like Slot, I think we're going to need everybody to get on board with plan A. And Trent's just going to be the fallout of that, as you've kind of put slightly differently, Saf. But Zabiri makes a good point about that direct pass to the forwards, but also years gone by, it wasn't necessarily the assists or the direct pass. It was actually getting out from the back when we were under pressure. The way he would play a ball forward, if not forward, spray it over to Robbo. And then you add somebody like Robbo. We've seen this pass so often when everybody's condensed the right-hand side of the pitch. And he's played that pass over to the left-hand side to Robbo. And Robbo's bombed forward because that's what he naturally does. And then the ball goes into the left winger, or goes into the forward, or goes into Salah. So often we're seeing Trent, Robbo, Salah, right? But that's just not the way we play anymore. You know, partly because Robertson doesn't... he still has the legs and the enthusiasm, but probably doesn't have the output that he used to have. Yeah. And we also don't have the left winger that's about to be so decisive in front of goal, and the forward. So that whole kind of pattern's broken as well. Yeah. And it just adds to the point of getting the ball to the forwards, as Zabiri put so well, is not really there. Switching the ball over to the left, again, doesn't really lead to much. It stops. The players turn back. We go back into midfield. It's just completely wasted that ability that Trent's got. Okay, it got you out of the initial press. But again, do we really need that now? Let's forget about the recent games Gravenberch has played, because he's had a bit of a drop-off. And let's focus on most part of this season. Both him and McAllister have been brilliant in midfield. Both getting the ball off the defenders, turning, taking the press from the opposition away, beating players, driving through midfield, going back out wide if necessary, or playing it into a forward. More often than not, it's not led to much due to the forward. But, we've got that build-up. We've got that confidence in the midfield. We've got that dynamism. I think maybe we'll just, with Trent in there, the way that Slot wants to play, whilst trying to get the best out of McAllister and Gravenberch, it may just be too much going on. And it just kind of makes sense. You can kind of see a world in which the right back plays more of a right back, and you allow the midfielders to be the tempo dictators. And look, who's to say that doesn't mean overall as a team we're better off for it? And I'd rather live with that sort of positivity that we're actually going to be a better side for it. But I think it's a great point that Zabiri highlights, is actually the strengths that Trent has, and how much they probably don't benefit us moving forward as much as they used to.
Big up G for jumping in as well. I'll cover these two super chat again, then I'll get your take, man. And the Muggles all of them are bigging up Bradley. So why cry now? Trent is leaving. Mad emotional Muggles. Where is Thanos when you need him? Honesty, bro. Wow. Okay. Big up. Big up to yourself, Jarquez. It says smartest decision Trent could have ever made. Liverpool wanting to be the best club in the world for a prolonged period of time died in the 80s.
I'm a bit. I felt like I agree with the first statement and disagree with the last statement he made. But yeah, it's fine, man. It is the best
You don't
decision.
accidentally win a Premier League, do you?
No.
Well,
have to have
yes
some
and
ambition.
no. Nah, yes and no. You can accidentally win it if the dominant team ain't dominating.
Nah, it's not an accident. There's 38 games, man.
No. What I mean is, I'm not obviously being serious. I'm just saying, if the dominant team that won 7 out of 8 fall off, you can win it by default just by being second. So that's kind of an accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is just to the point that the comment made, and this is kind of the spin-off of the Trent situation, is the owner's ambition and everything else like that. What do you mean ambition? They're about to put a Premier League title on the table. you don't accidentally win that.
You know, big up G, man. I'll give G the floor, but I'll just say, when the owner win a Premier League with 2 different managers, solidifies them as owners, fam. Because some owners only won it with 1 manager.
Each.
Zabiri, with the amount of finals that we've lost under FSG, which they can't, once we get to a final, they don't have no say in it. And the amount of titles that we've lost out by 1 point, just you go do the math on that, bro, and see what would have happened and see how you'd be speaking right now. So you can't blame them for the 1 point and the cup final loss. We'll be sitting here on 4 Champions Leagues and 3 league
trophies, talking about greatest owners of all time. Who's saying?
So really, it doesn't work, and I can't lie, but regular muggles telling billionaires that have no ambitions kind of crazy, bro. Like, they brought the club 300 mil. It's worth about 5 bill now, bro. I don't know if you can do that without being ambitious. You get me? Now, what can happen is that the fans' ambition and the owners' ambitions don't match. That can 100% ask. But to say they don't have no ambition is crazy, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
To kind of give you an idea, bro, this brother cleaned up everything so far at the club.
How many haircuts you went through, blood?
I was just about to say, all with different hairstyles.
Man went from school.
Which was your favorite, though? Which one was your man's favorite? I wish I'd have seen him with the cane rolls still, the braids. You know what I'm saying? Like the Glenn Johnson.
I ain't gonna lie, blood. Looking at these pictures, bruv, feeling like when Trent went Turkey when he was injured, bruv, because the way Trent's headline looks right now ain't like he looks on these pictures, bro.
Yeah, he did have that high
he got that
Vegeta hairline at one point still.
Yeah,
hilarious. That is hilarious.
What are you saying though, G? Talk to us, man.
Right, I'm already over this whole thing. Like, I've already moved on to different things. We've spoken about it enough today. I actually thought this stream was the other stream, the question thing. I was like, you ain't send me no questions. You ain't send me no questions. Right?
G, just know I'm standing in the kitchen. I could have been down here, you know, but I'm like, wait, is this in 5 minutes? And I was thinking, where's the questions?
I'm like,
where's the questions?
Trying to prepare or nothing.
Bro, I saw the headline. I'm like, nah, this man mugged off the question for Trent. All right.
Yeah.
Let me just
try bamboozle. But listen, man, I don't know, man. Like, he's leaving it. Like, I don't know what more can I even.
It's just football, isn't it? It's just football, bro. This happens, man.
Yeah.
Well,
man,
G,
like,
I think not so much he's leaving, but how do you see us transition without him? I think that's kind of like where I was talking at, and I think one of the question ends asked, because I feel like we're all level-headed when a player leaves. I don't think we go up in arms. For some player, we might say thank God, but with Trent, he was so pivotal in what he offered us. Like, how do you see us moving beyond that?
I think, listen, man, I think it's going to be tough. Like, I don't know, because obviously you're not going to replace the player. So you got to just try and hope that whatever you put there now can just work for the manager's tactics. But the player himself, what he brings to the team, you ain't replacing that, right back. I could take for free. And I don't even, I get onto Trent all the time, but there's literally not one right back in world football who offers what he offers. So you are going to have to just find another player who can just come in and do a job, whatever that job is that the manager wants. It's just that job. So Yeah, man, you just got to find a right back in it, like, or use Bradley. I don't know. Like, I'm more intrigued to just know how Liverpool move forward, because the way I look, I think Cav was speaking about the Salah and stuff. The way I look at that is like, Salah's not going to work with another right back. Like, I just don't see that working properly because of the way that Trent is. I just don't feel like Salah works with another type of right back who is nowhere near as good on the ball as Trent. So then you're like, okay, fair enough. Then, yeah, I mean, it's got to be different, and that's fine. Everyone's got to adapt, and everyone's got to
but
change.
he can work with a right back that stays at right back.
I mean, he's not done it ever, so I don't know. So I'm not going to say yes or no. I can't really answer that question in that kind of way.
He did it with whole buddy on CBS Michael Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go back 20 years when he was playing at Fiorentina, fairs, but I mean, like that's so long ago. That's like saying, that's like asking Ronaldo, yeah, can he still do step overs and tricks and, you know what I mean, like them kind of things.
Well, the reason why I brought it up, I was just saying, for Salah's career, the heights has been at Liverpool and the heights has been with Trent.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the only way I can see him doing it is if he goes back to type to Fiorentina, because it's not like Salah's going up another level.
Or Salah goes wrong Madrid and they still play with Trent.
Nah, I think I think the that type of right.
Yeah,
by the way,
man, that's cool, bro.
I'm not saying I don't really want him anyway. I'm not saying like Salah can't play with another right back, but that right back you're talking about was Salah in a very prime Salah, fast, explosive, very on the cuff. This Salah is not really like that now. This Salah is a bit slower, still very, very quicker than most other people, but he's not explosive. He's not the same type of individual. His game isn't even centered around, running in behind anymore. His game's around getting the ball to feet, playing those passes. He'll run in behind when he needs to run in behind, but we've seen a lot this season that Salah's not getting past a lot of left backs this season, like a lot. You know what I'm saying? They are, most of them are catching up to him, and they're quick, even though they are quick themselves. So I just look at that type of right back. I'm like, I think it just worked well with Trent. Now, of course, you need to just adapt. So, like I said, like he's leaving. Like I don't know.
Bradley might be able to offer something. Zabiri's got a point to it because the game. I'm thinking now, the games that I've seen Bradley play, he does offer something different to Trent. It's not better, but it's something different, and that different works a lot of the time because he's always ready to do the overlap run on it. He's always there for it. Jimmy Salah just pops off the ball and gets himself in the middle and scores anyway, bro. You get me? It's not like what Trent's doing is working every time anyway, and he did become very reliant on that. His right foot so good that he can start doing these lazy passes where Bradley seems a little bit hungrier and stuff on it. So when you see Trent when we're playing games, how many times do you see him get to the byline? It never really happens on it.
Yeah.
Bradley
on the underlap is dangerous as well.
You're proving my point now. I know it's not Trent's game, and that's what I'm saying. Him and Bradley are completely different. But Salah. So when Salah was playing with Bradley makes the run to the. Bradley kind of does what Arsenal do with Odegaard and Saka. He's getting to the byline and trying to get the ball in the box. Trent kind of hovers around the edge of the box, and Salah has to make his movements from there. But Salah's smart enough to make movements in the box and still get goals from there. So I don't think it'll be a massive issue. It's just that, to what you said earlier, I do believe that the creativity should come from the midfield now. I don't really like the fact that it has to be from the right back. Now, we fell upon that because Trent was so good. And but you don't want to rely on that, bro. You get me?
Nah, but Bradley creativity from the right back is so different because it's almost like a direct.
Yeah.
Bradley in the 10. I'm not saying Bradley should play in the 10.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm seeing Bradley opening up the man, bro.
He likes to run into that little pocket.
And I'm just like, Bradley, just be cautious, because if you lose that, bro, that right flank is open, fam.
That's the one thing about him, though. He's got an energy. He's got some mad lungs on him. He'll get forward and get back, and he is creative. You're right. When he drops into that little inside forward position, probably he's found
Bradley's mad in the 10
against Madrid as well. Probably he's good, man. He's good.
I think the best performances we've seen at right back have been from Bradley this season. I think Bradley's best performances this season.
All right, yo, better than pipe it down. We're here for Trent, bro. Not.
I'm just saying. I think Bradley, when he's on it, he's probably the best player on the pitch. And the Real Madrid game is testament to that.
Is that enthusiasm or is he actually like?
Nah,
you
come
No,
on.
you know what it is, G. Nah, G.
You
know what it is.
Like, you know that? No, okay. You know what? Okay, let me just say this, and then you can go off. Right? I'm not saying Bradley's dead. This is mad, by the way. I'm not saying that Bradley's not decent, right? Like, I'm definitely not saying that. But I think I came into the stream with Cav, you saying, yeah, we need to sign another right back. It can't just be Bradley there. I don't know if I didn't hear before if you meant someone to start over Bradley or someone to just come in and behind.
Bradley,
I don't know.
believe
Right?
Bradley.
No, I hear that. But the way I look at Bradley, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's another one of these players that we are falling into this trap of believing he is better because of certain things that we see that are. He's very enthusiastic. All the words I'm hearing from you guys anyway, enthusiastic. He's got energy. He runs up and down the right channel. I'm like, oh, okay. The things that we slate Zabozalai for, but I hear it. Like, obviously, we don't mind Bradley doing that job over
G,
there.
that's the same things.
Are we gonna? All I'm gonna say to that is, are we gonna be happy with that when those things don't work? That's the bit I'm wondering.
But that's Rubble. You're basically describing Rubble, though, G. Because when Rubble came in, that's how we describe Rubble. He went on to be one of the best left backs in the world. One of them.
No, but Robert actually had quality on the ball. Like, he's got more quality than the Bradley.
No, Rubble doesn't have more quality than.
Don't have more quality.
Hold on. So we're gonna say the guy who's got the most or the second most assists.
No, but that's not quality on the ball. That's a pass, bro. That's not quality on the ball.
What are we doing?
No, bro, hitting the ball into space from wide doesn't.
Don't do the space thing. Early Robbo's different.
What are we doing? It like,
bro, Robbo is one foot.
Bradley's ambidextrous, bro. By the way, I'm saying we're talking about a guy that we've seen for years, who's put in all of these crosses, passes, whatever you want to call them, corners, and we're gonna say that we don't think he's got more quality on the ball than a Bradley that we've never seen do any of that.
Bro, we've seen Bradley more versatile than Rubble.
I didn't say anything about versatility.
No, but that's when you talk about quality.
Yeah, on the ball.
You about Bradley qualities. So Rubble got a quality left foot. Rubble can't even control the ball with his right foot. I'm seeing Thiago telling Rubble, why didn't you take that on your chest? Bro, Thiago said, why didn't you take that on your chest? Rubble was like, my brain couldn't quantify that.
Now, we're not going to rubbish all of Rubbo's career and act like, yeah, we've been watching him.
Yeah,
bro. Come on.
No. I don't want you, man, to think I'm going off the deep end and saying Rubbo's trash. What I'm saying
I know you're not saying that.
If you put Rubble here for all of his quality, bro, I'm putting Bradley here, even if it's his ceiling. Bradley's ceiling is higher because I've seen more variety from Bradley on the ball than Rubbo.
I can't lie.
Bradley has more to offer. Bro, Rubbo can't even take the ball on his chest.
Am I bugging or am I?
Listen, I'm not saying your opinion's wrong because it's just an opinion. But there ain't no way that I've seen more from Bradley in this short space of time than I have with Rubbo's quality.
Bro, we've seen more goals from Bradley than Rubbo.
I've seen what?
More goals from Bradley than Rubbo.
Who cares about goals from my left back, bro?
So wait. All right. I'm gonna ask this one question. If it's shit, I'll shut the F up, bro. When we're talking about quality on the ball, and I said to you, one quality on the ball brings more goals, are we gonna say the goals don't count because we're talking about defenders?
I didn't say the goals don't count. I said I don't care about my left back with goals, bro. I want him to be better in front of goal.
I'm talking to G's point where it says quality, and I'm saying Bradley has more quality because he has more of an end product on the ball. Rubbo has a great cross. I'll give him the cross over Bradley. But other than the cross, what else am I giving Rubbo over Bradley?
That's kind of crazy because you said to G that the quality on the ball, when you said that's passing, that's not quality on the ball. But then
no, but I said it's one. So if it's a passing for passing, Rubbo got it. Everything else, Bradley got it.
What's everything else apart from
scoring? Bradley got scoring.
I just said
Bradley got dribbling.
What's everything else apart from that?
Can use both foot. I'll give you three things.
What
else? I'm giving them to you. You're not accepting them.
What great things have you seen Bradley do with his opposite foot, bro?
Bro, Bradley got more assists with his weaker foot than Rubbo with his weaker foot.
Bro, I'm gonna have to check.
I'm chatting shit. Bradley, no,
I
I'm
feel like
chatting
that's
shit.
wrong, but
Everything you've asked me, I've given you an answer for. All Robbo got is a crossing with his left foot.
I said tell me the thing, bro. You telling me that he's got more goals or something with his
Bro, Bradley probably got more tackles per game than Robbo.
Brother,
yeah, when you're enthusiastic at that age,
this is how you.
What are we talking about then?
What do you mean? Why
You keep saying okay.
I literally said, if you believe that in the short space of time Bradley's been at Liverpool, you've seen more from Bradley than you have in Robbo. That's fine. It's your opinion. I just think it stinks. It's fine, bro.
But if it stinks, why you can't give me a counter
I said I
argument for
think
Robbo?
it stinks because it's an opinion. I said I
No, it's not. But it's a fact. Give me a quality Robbo has over Bradley. Other than passing.
No. You don't get to make what your own
everything you said is the same thing. I think
you just said quality.
So Robbo is a better dribbler than Bradley.
You said that, and I don't believe it. Over Robbo's career at Liverpool, of course, I think he's better than Bradley at dribbling. I've seen it do week in, week out for years, bruv.
So knock the ball on a man's left-hand side and run on his right-hand side is a dribbling ability.
You've never even seen Bradley do it for a whole season.
Hence, knocking the ball into space is
never
dribbling.
seen Bradley do it for 20 games in a row.
It's knocking the ball into space dribbling.
So have you ever seen then? But have you ever seen Bradley dribble then? Because that's all he does.
Yes, bro. I've seen the Real Madrid game. Go watch the highlight.
Never seen.
No, watch the Chelsea game. What do you mean never? What are you talking about?
When he knocked the ball into space and then got on the end of it and scored? Yeah,
No. That's not what he did in the Chelsea game. That's not what he did in the Real Madrid game. Bradley 1-2 is cold as well. I'm seeing Bradley nutmeg, man. Am I lying? Am I chatting shit?
What, a 1-2? A 1-2 ain't a dribble. I'll tell you that for free.
No, but I said he's nutmeg, man. So what are you, man, saying?
None of these are dribble. None of these are components of dribbling. What we're trying to say is that
nutmegging a man isn't dribbling.
It's definitely not dribbling.
It's literally not dribbling.
Nutmegging a man been dribbling.
That's why some man nutmeg man and don't get the ball on the other side of his legs, bro. It's not dribbling.
Yeah, because he can't dribble. He didn't do it right.
I
want to hear. Can I hear Cam's counter? Because I know Cam is waiting to. Go on, Cam.
Hey, look, I see both sides, but I'm on Zabira's. I think
your opinion stinks too.
You ain't heard it yet.
You want to hear it?
I think look, it remains to be seen whether Bradley's going to stay fit, play the years ahead of him to surpass Robertson's Liverpool career and footballing career as a whole, right? But I believe that Bradley, the most all-rounded modern-day fullback that there is, it just needs time, it needs games, it needs, he needs to be able to go and showcase that more. Left foot, right foot is comfortable, passing, comfortable, overlap, comfortable, stepping inside, going to midfield, comfortable, 18-yard box, comfortable, usually picks out the right pass, picks his man out, makes the right decision whether to shoot or not. I'm seeing everything from Bradley, from a fullback. And I'm with Zubiri. I think his qualities, he's got more varied game than Robertson. I think Robbo's a great left back, predominantly left foot, up and down the pitch, energy great, passing into the forward directly has been great. Passing in and around the back, okay. Crosses were insane. But I just think Bradley is an all-rounder. Has got a lot more qualities. Probably doesn't surpass the better qualities that Robertson has. And I just think if in 5 years' time we're having the same conversation, hopefully Bradley stays fit, plays loads of games, I think you'll see more out of him. I genuinely do. And I've seen it. I'm not just talking about highlights. I'm not just talking about on the telly. I've been at Liverpool games where I've walked away and I've said Bradley's the best player on the pitch in every respect. Like I've seen that much from him, and I don't accept the point you were making, G, about is this just enthusiasm? Is this just because he's young? Is it because he's trying to break into the team? Is this just fearlessness and stuff? No. It's quality as well. It's being so comfortable on the ball. It's being comfortable carrying the ball. It's being confident to play the passes into midfield. It's about moving off the ball as well. It's trying to get on the ball and receive it. It's about decision making. I've seen it all from him. Now, yeah, the sample size isn't big, but this is what I'm saying. If he can replicate that next season and put in, the amount of appearances that we see from Trent, then I'm happy, because I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We've got a good replacement. Not the same replacement, but we've got a good replacement.
But you know,
you can defend better than Brian Robbo too.
Not prime Robbo, because prime Robbo locked down.
That's
that
the
left-back
that's
position.
what I've been
What I
talking
would
about the
say-
whole time.
What I would say is, I've seen games from Bradley where he has locked it down defensively. I just need to see more of it.
You know, you just described literally the ultimate right back. Like everything you said there about Bradley.
Yeah, I believe he is.
No, I hear it.
I believe he is.
No, that's what I'm saying. I hear it, and I think that's just it's just opinions, right? Like that's where we differ. For me, he's like a third, fourth tier type of right back. Like you've described literally. I'll be honest, that sounded like you were describing like Carver Howe or like prime Gary Neville, Kevin.
I think given time, like I say, if he stays fit and he plays the games, that's the level I think he can get to. I think I've seen that much from him. I believe. Yeah, genuinely, I genuinely do. Just like how I spoke about. I mean, it's not really panned out this way of late, but at the start of the season, I remember saying we were talking about who we think we should play in the 10 position, and we said all of us probably unanimously said probably should be Elliott, and I said I agree, probably should be Elliott, but I see so much in Szoboszlai and what he can offer. I would play him because I just think you can get so much out of him because of what I've seen. And look, there's still a way to go with Szoboszlai yet, but I see Bradley in the same respect. I just want them to play because I believe that they can be that total all-round player, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I've just witnessed too many. I've just witnessed games now, with my own eyes, of Bradley, and to not be convinced by him. Will it pan out for him? I don't know. Depends how Liverpool progress in the future. Depends how fit he stays and all these things. But one thing I'm assured of myself of is if he stays fit and he plays football, he will be one of the best right backs in the world. I believe that much in him.
We will come back to this next year. We will definitely come back to this next year.
He's going to be starting right back, so.
No. But this is why it's perfect. Like, if we get here this time next year, and I'm not seeing this with what Cav's saying, I promise you, I will be there first because I need to see that.
Have you not seen it at all, though, G? Not like what Cav said.
As in, like I said, for me,
the games
he's like third at best. I think the best, like, is in potential wise. If I had to use FM as a measure, right, in terms of star rating, he's like a 3-star potential, 3.5-star player. Like that's the way I look.
What I'm saying is, what Cav mentioned, have you not seen that at all in any of the games he's played this season?
I've definitely seen enthusiasm. I've definitely seen the energy. I've definitely seen someone who loves getting up and down the right-hand side. I've definitely seen him put a challenge in. He wants it. Everything else.
You didn't see him when he locked up Martinelli.
He definitely locked up Martinelli. I'm not saying he didn't. Like.
When at the previous season.
So what do you credit? Is that enthusiasm?
When at the previous season.
It was, but when he got subbed on as well, I think.
When he got subbed on for 90 minutes.
I'm not gonna. The thing is, I knew it was only 90 minutes, but if he wants to use that, that's fine.
No. I'm saying, what do you categorize that? Because basically, I'm not. You're entitled to what you think.
That was good. Like, I'm not dissing any of those performances. I'm not dissing the Chelsea performance.
No, but what do you categorize them as? Because you said you've seen enthusiasm, you've seen a joy of going up and down. But I'm not hearing anything else. It's almost like you don't want to give him anything else. That's what I'm saying.
But it's almost
what
like
do you put that into?
No. But you want me to conform to what you believe.
No.
I've just told you what I think Bradley is, which is I think yes, everything you're saying. I'm not going to disagree. If you believe it, you believe it. I don't believe that. I don't think he's as good as you guys are making out. That's fine. We'll just have to wait and see.
So do you put his 19 minutes performance into, that's a lot of enthusiasm for 19 minutes?
Yeah, literally.
That's all I was asking. I just need to know where you put it. So when he does something good, I'm going to be like, all right, I see his enthusiasm and the way he ran up and down the pitch or the way he did that 1-2. That's all enthusiasm. It's not football and IQ. It's not quality. It's just enthusiasm. I mean, that's how you was categorizing it.
But Zabiri, he's a football player, so there's going to be a level of that within whatever he's doing, no? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, but at no point have I said that he's got 0 IQ. At no point have I said that he's shit at everything. I'm not saying any of that. Remember, we're doing the same thing that Enz mentioned in his earlier stream. You're putting players on this pedestal. So if they don't hit this pedestal that you've put him on, best believe I will be there to ask the question, why is he not at that level? Now, obviously, Cav said obviously give it some time, so we'll give it the time. When that time now comes, if he's not hit that level where you guys, obviously what you and Cav are saying, which is you feel like he can do all of these things and we don't see that consistently, best believe I'll be there to ask the question, well, where's this player then?
G, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
Chat.
question? Right. What young footballers would you speak in the regard that I speak about Bradley?
Lamine Yamal.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the level that
one to be fair. No, that's calm.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But yeah, Lamine Yamal, that's the level that the way you described it.
There's not many, is there though? Like as far as on that level, 20,
Musiala, Florian Wirtz.
Oh, Daily Musiala show.
Yeah, I know. I had to.
Yeah, so let's say there's like three others. There's probably potentially more, but three others that we consistently kind of speak about. Can Bradley not hit those heights with continuous game time with the skill sets he currently has?
And I have zero idea. I have no idea.
But you know what
I didn't say he couldn't.
When you said three other kind of people you talk about, you're talking about just footballers, generals, as young ones.
Yeah, just like the ones who is
I ain't gonna lie, and I want the records to show before anyone. I actually really like Bradley, but I think there's way more than three young ones we talk about, and Bradley's never.
I
was like, apart from when Cav just said that, I've never heard Bradley in that category of the other young ones we talk about possibly being the best in the world. Cav's the only person I've ever heard him say.
And that's why I'm saying, let's see what.
And which I don't have a problem with, by the way. My argument was about Prime Robbo, and I don't know if Cav got that because after he said not.
Prime no. You're always about Prime Robbo. We probably took it there wrong.
Robbo, what's there now? I hear it, but when it comes to youngsters getting to in the world, I think there's a long list of youngsters that have potential, like Bradley has potential, but I just never thought of that yet.
I don't think third in the world was the aim. But you know what I do believe, G. I don't want to come off as strong as Cav. You see Trent now, mid-20s, transitioning to the Galacticos and that. In 5 years' time, he'll hit 30. Obviously, there's gonna be a new crop of players coming in. I'm telling you, unless something drastic happen, health-wise, physicality-wise. I do believe Bradley will be like the next one touted as not him per se in the world, like top 2 Ballon d'Or, none of that, but like the next crop of best right backs. I think he'll be in that group, bro.
I actually hope players. I really hope that what you have said.
No, but it's a savage point. Like when you see these young players coming in, Harvey, Carvalho, when you see them coming through the ranks, all you can really do is hope. But life takes a turn, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that what you have said. I'm not one of these Liverpool fans that I want it to burn so I can say I was right. I want everything you lot just said about Bradley. I would love that to happen. How I feel about Bradley right now is that I think he's a really good footballer. But, and this is not a diss, if Bradley was playing for Fulham on Saturday, it wouldn't shock. I wouldn't be like, why is he playing for Fulham? It'd just be
that's fair, Sav. Yeah. That's complete. That's
all it is. It's not like among them levels yet where I'm like, Liverpool had to be.
Sav, I think you would have noticed them though, because because players out there.
No, because he's not played as many games and stuff like that. He just reminds me of the players that come up against Salah sometimes, where they're good defenders and they lock him up, and then
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. For example, everyone always goes back to the Mbappe thing, isn't it? That the Real Madrid thingy game and that. But bro, I think he was really good in that game. But the way everyone else speaks about in the game, to how I remember watching that game, it didn't really feel like, oh my god. I just remember the banging tackle what he got him with set the tone of the game. But when people go, he had him in his pocket, I'm like, nah.
See, Sam, this is where I disagree because I was at that game.
Yeah.
And I watched Bradley, and the amount of times I turned around to my mate next to me, I was like, Jesus, Bradley again. And I walked away from that game saying Bradley was the best on the pitch. Unreal, unbelievable performance. And that's one standout performance. And then when he broke into the team before and the performances against Chelsea and these kinds of things, I'm not saying he's played loads for Liverpool because he obviously hasn't. And I'm not saying all these things. I'm just saying the football that I've seen him produce and how comfortable he is on the ball and the enthusiasm that G mentions and the technical ability and the decision making all thrown in. believe that if it goes the right way in terms of selection and keeping fit, I've just seen enough in him to think he will, as
I'm
Zabir
talking
puts
about
it,
young Kyle Walker in that.
No, that's cold.
And I'm not. This isn't me. This isn't me getting carried away because I don't, and you guys probably won't agree with me. I don't say the same for Harvey Elliott. I don't say the same for Carvalho. Although I really hope Carvalho could have been the Coutinho regen. I don't say the same for other young players that play for.
Can I bring it back? I don't think we were talking like
Besic,
this about Trent, which is crazy.
I speak of in a similar vein where I'm like
about Trent.
Yeah, I don't think when Nathaniel Klein was being a little, in and out, and then Trent was kind of coming in. I don't remember hearing the rave.
It's kind of like a done deal thing, though, isn't it? Like Klein got fully injured, and then Trent just came in, and then when the next season came, we saw Trent's passing, and we was talking about Trent like that.
No, but I'm saying when he first came in, it wasn't this energy. So for me, I feel like Bradley coming on the scene. I know Trent is the academy and his rating there, but I didn't really hear this much noise around Trent breaking in.
I'm still not hearing the noise you're hearing about Bradley, apart from what you're saying now. I'm not. It's just
so you're saying only me and Cav is making this.
I'm just saying that it's just to happen.
I don't think there is a lot of noise.
Yeah, because Trent's moving on. Because Trent's moving on. Of course, you're going to talk about the right back that's there at the moment. At the moment, for me, Bradley's best performances were the previous season and it towards the end. But that's just because I haven't seen him as much.
No, because I hear Manchester United men raving about Bradley. I know we don't care about their opinions.
I just hear man say.
Nah, even the never a foul Kaz.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
That can't, Bradley, bro.
That can't, you can't be using him as a you know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying he validates it. I'm just saying I definitely.
That man just talk. They ain't watching, but Bradley is cold.
Nah, man, nah. He broke it down the Bradley thing, man.
To be fair, in Trent's Trent played like 5 games in his first season when he come into Liverpool, right? His second season was Champions League final against Ronaldo's Real Madrid, in which he played like I ain't never seen a young right back do that to the greatest / top 2 greatest ever players. I ain't never seen that. And I don't think I've ever even seen a performance from Bradley that even matches that. And if that,
that was more Lovren. That was more Lovren than Trent.
Yeah, Lovren was great in that game. 100%.
Gee, are you telling me
talking about Trent? Forget what Lovren did. I ain't even talking about Lovren. I'm talking about Trent. In that game, Trent versus Ronaldo, bro, like the way that Trent was playing, but Ronaldo got no change out of this guy.
Could have been.
And this was just a young little scouser.
Enthusiasm. I hear it. I hear it.
But at least he had the passing. Do you know what I mean? At least he had.
I do really want Bradley to do well though, but I do think that you bring in another experienced right back as well, just so he doesn't have to play because. At the moment, you know what it's like, man. When a person doesn't get as many games and they look good in them them few games and that, all of a sudden when they get thrown into, no, you're playing again, you're gonna see more mistakes. It's only natural, innit? You don't want that to kill his confidence. That's like and then slot.
Will you rate them as far as Frimpong or Bradley? Because I'm hearing some men not rating Frimpong.
At the moment, it's gonna be Frimpong, bro. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do the. I've seen Bradley for a short space of time and then pick him over Frimpong. I just can't. Look, I've seen Frimpong even that whole season with Leverkusen, brother, what he just did. So, but that doesn't mean Bradley's not better than him. It's just at the moment.
To the point that Kevin Zabir are making, right? Obviously, I don't know who these guys would want to sign anyway, but I guess I'll ask you to both here, innit? Technically, by the way you're speaking, really and truly, we shouldn't be signing anybody anyway. He should be the right back choice, regardless.
Well,
purely because
but that would be negligent.
Trent never had anybody else to play right back.
Nah, he had Gomez and he has
no.
right-sided centre back.
No. When Trent made the team, there wasn't another replacement, so to speak. Nathaniel Klein was technically. Klein was injured for about 2 years, bro.
No, but he was still here.
Okay, so he had no replacement. So he had
right. There would be neglect to not
have anybody to come in for him. Is what I'm trying to say. Is in like if Trent couldn't make a game,
we've done that really before. Why would we do it again? It's not smart to neglect it because you got a quote unquote him per se. So like I said,
because him
picks up a lot of the defending.
How do you allow him to develop? If he's
no.
Really
I hear your point, but what I'm saying is to go into the season saying we got Bradley, we don't need no one else. As much as I rate Bradley, I won't rate that decision.
But we got Kwanzaa. Man said what? No Kwanzaa, no Gomez.
centre
No,
back.
but that's what I'm saying. So to Savage's
No, we
point,
ain't
you
playing
would
centre
still
back.
need a right back because,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah.
we know, bro. Look at the way we debate these things.
Yeah, because
Bro,
Kwanzaa's
iron
not
sharpen
good,
iron,
right?
so we'll need a guy there
Yeah.
to push him.
No,
We'll
I
need
want
that competition for him.
we said this earlier on. I said, bro, you go out and you sign like a who did I say? What's his name?
Yeah, experience.
Or someone like that, right? So that you can allow Bradley maybe a bit more time to do what Savage is saying in terms of
When the league
get
cups
to that
and
place,
and
right? Yeah.
come up in it.
But in saying that, it's a bit like everyone saying, well, let's sign Huijsen. Well, if you keep Van Dijk, why would you sign a 19-year-old to sit on the bench? Same with Bradley. He's going to be 22 soon. I don't know many 22-year-olds that just want to be chilling on the bench, not playing football that much. If you're going to sign someone who's coming in as your first teamer when he's just seen the other first teamer keep it moving, now is probably the best time for Bradley to actually play games and sign someone else who is just going to just really be a body in that position. I don't want that. I want someone to come in for Bradley, but at the same time, I don't rate Bradley. So I'm like, whether he's here or not, or he plays or not, doesn't really bother me. But you guys are saying it in a space of, nah, you feel like Bradley, then reality is he has to play now. Like he's got to play he's got to be the main right back for next season, and you're just getting in another body to just sit in at right back.
No. Look, half of that's true.
Simicast level.
Bradley is my starting right back next season, but I also want Liverpool to go out and sign a player of the best quality they possibly can, a Frimpong kind of level. I mean, I don't think there's too many, options out there for right backs. To be honest with you, I don't think there's a massive pool to choose from.
You can get that Gertrude, whatever his name is, the Dutch guy. Where did he went to?
Frimpong, bro.
He was over. I think he went to Leipzig. Yeah, call Klopp, bro. Tell Klopp.
Yeah, he moves from
yeah, but I don't think he's gonna want to come and sit on the bench either, man. Not in the stage.
No, but I think he's about 24, 25, so he's just that level above Bradley. I think they can rotate it the same way we do Simeon.
No, I agree with you. It's just that based on Slot's words and what we've seen of him, he doesn't want to. He doesn't seem like he wants to do the rotation thing too often. Even when he was talking about giving the players breaks, he's like, yeah, I gave him the FA Cup game off. Virgil and all that.
But Sav, I think he's gonna. Well,
if he gonna learn a lesson from this season.
I think he will. I think he will.
Yeah.
Because
that would be smart coaching to learn from this season. Yeah, I agree.
I think so because I think that's kind of Klopp fell into that trap, really, didn't he?
Yeah.
He probably should have, in hindsight, he'd have said I probably should have rotated a little bit more. And
what happened to? Yeah, that's a good question. What happened to Ramsey? A bad man was raving about Ramsey, and then he went on loan. And
Ramsey got a mad injury, and then went on loan, then came back, then went on loan again.
Crazy as well, because Ramsey's actually a good footballer, man. But
that bad man was rating him. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I was like, gee, I saw the enthusiasm. That was about it, bro.
His injuries are bad, man.
What did we get? Like a young 12, 15 minutes or something? He looked cold in it, and then
exactly. Ends. All I saw in 15 minutes was enthusiasm, boy, and then he got shipped off.
Nah, that's great. Do you know? I'll just get Frimpong and have Bradley, and just let them both duel it out, bro, for it. And
the only thing is, I was going to say that to your question, and I'm being dead serious now because I'm thinking of how Slot, even though he'll probably learn his lesson, the rotation ain't going to be that much, bro. You don't want to, like, when you got a back four, bro, you don't really want to rotate them too much.
Depends on the expectation as well, innit? So what's the expectation? Is it just to compete in the Prem? Then you wouldn't rotate. But if you think, right, I've got another young right back and he's played at the highest level, played in Champions League, won, the Bundesliga, can I rotate him in, or do I start him in this one? I think you can, and then that way you're not really, fussed really. Bradley can have a rest there, then he can have a rest there, and you can go longer in tournaments by doing that. But I get what you mean. He doesn't want to.
Simply because we both know that the knockout League Cup and FA Cup is pretty much straight knockouts. You lose 2 games, them games are gone. There's no rotation. Now you just got the Champions League and the Prem, and one of the right backs will play more games. It's just normal for that to happen. So you don't keep changing what's going on. And I think if Frimpong would come to Liverpool right now, ain't no way he thinks he's going to be on the bench for Bradley. Whether you think that about Bradley or not, and it's not even what I think. There ain't no way.
No. I don't think Bradley's starting over.
Yeah, he's not Frimpong.
I can't think of the right back he's starting over. It's just now that the slot opens up, basically, he could start now, but
that's the good part. They have to fight out for who wants it then.
No, I think you're right. I'm just trying to sell. If you're trying to sell a project to a new player coming over, that's the first thing that
You're
agents
not
are
telling
asking
me I'm
for game time
rotating.
and that.
No, but you see, with him, I don't
it's
think you would have to
interesting.
sell it like
It's
that.
interesting.
I think it will just come, bro.
Who
You can
Frimpong?
sign
Frimpong
a
isn't
man
going to come to
and
a
give him the
Liverpool.
shirt.
Frimpong,
then when
man,
you give him the
ain't
shirt,
coming
bro.
off the bench.
Yeah, like
No, but
Frimpong.
Savage, you can sign a man, give him the shirt, and then when the man comes here,
From the bench.
the player that's here, keep him out the team. We seen that with Bobby and Nunes. Remember
So
when
you're saying
Nunes
false-
first came here?
saying on a
Bobby
false
was on
advertising
smoke,
thing, bro.
bro.
False contracting.
No, but he does get rotated a few bits
No,
as
no,
well.
it's
at
just one of them
Leverkusen
things
as well.
where, bro, I've seen Bobby kept Nunes out the
A
team.
little bit
when he
more this
first
season.
came.
Last season at Leverkusen, he played.
No, he
every
played a
week.
lot, but this season's been a lot and there was a few times.
But look
he
at the
come off
players
bench
that you're
as well.
comparing him at Leverkusen to Bradley. Like they were talking about like higher level of player where you would probably expect a higher like level of rotation. You're trying to say that he's coming to Liverpool
Yeah,
and he's looked at if
New
it's only just
environment,
him and Bradley.
new environment,
Like,
new league.
I think if Trent was the right back,
bruh,
I
like,
think
this
if
is
Trent
what
was the right
Trent's talking about ambition, you know. Like this.
yeah,
this
that's what I'm saying. If
we're
Trent was
telling
the right back and Frimpong came in, I think he's more likely to go on and duel it out with Trent because he
Of
thinks that
course.
Trent's on a certain level. I don't think, and I'm not. Again, it's not my opinion on Bradley. These men ain't thinking about Bradley like that, bro. Bradley's name's not on the map like that, bro. So your agent speaks to man. How many? Am I getting game time at Liverpool? Yeah, of course you're gonna be our starting right back. Say no more. I'm there, bro.
Oh yeah. If it's that, then he'll definitely come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. I suppose the other side of things as well is what we do at left back and how much freedom Slot wants to give to his fullbacks
Yeah,
going
that's true.
forward. Because if we sign Kirkes or somebody like that, we can't have two fullbacks that are flying up the wing and leaving the centre backs on their own.
I mean, we could if we get the traditional six that sits in the pocket like Fab.
Yeah,
and go to more like a back three in certain transition.
And if you want to do the traditional right back and that, don't get Frimpong because he ain't staying back, bro.
Yeah, Frimpong haven't made it back past the halfway line, bro. Man's up.
No, he has, man, but that's not his thing to stay back.
I'm gonna disagree, bro. I feel like we just do him a disservice to say he can't do it.
No, that he doesn't play like that.
No, he's up there. He's up there.
Yeah, no, but
He's up
that's more that okay, but that's part of the instructions as well. You're acting like
Yeah, but Eds, when you're up there and the team breaks,
that's
I've
just saying
never
man
seen
is a
Frimpong,
dumbass,
but I've
I
never
can't
seen
tell him to
Frimpong.
just stay
I'm
away.
saying, I'm saying
Going
at the
back.
moment. I'm saying at the moment, if you were signing him, he has a choice before he gets here to go. And now I'm not going to play for that Liverpool team because I play like I want to get forward, just like what
Yeah, but he
like
can still get forward. Our fullbacks get forward.
No, I didn't know. That's what the man. I said
He's
if
not
you,
like Frimpong.
I said if you
know
want,
that.
if you want a traditional right back for man to stay back most of the time, you're not getting that from Frimpong.
That's where Bradley comes in because he's got best of both worlds as well.
Yes, that's my point. So then don't buy Frimpong.
But you still need cover, so you're still gonna have to buy.
Why would you buy somebody and take their best attribute away from them? Because his best attribute.
That's what Man
ain't-
United did when they
as well.
signed Onana.
No, but you lot have always. We've been speaking about him all week. He's defending his best attribute at right back. He's defending.
Savage. That's
Nah,
what
that's
United
what
did
other
with
people
Onana,
think.
bro.
That's what other
Frimpong
people
first
doesn't
time I've
play
seen
right
Onana
now.
brought into a conversation.
Okay,
with
and
this
you didn't say it, bro. But I've watched him enough times, bro. His best attribute isn't defending.
But he doesn't.
He
But the thing is,
can-
Savage, he doesn't play right back. Like, what? Why do we keep
That
thinking
doesn't
that
mean he
he's a
can't
right
play
back?
there, bro. I feel like we do.
I don't. I know he plays. I heard he's
Bro, he
Bro,
he
we're
literally
doing a
plays right
disservice, bro.
wing / midfield.
We're doing a
for
disservice to the
Liverpool.
guy, bro. That basically is a dumbass. Then what's the point?
He's not a dumb.
Nah,
He's
Ends.
defending.
No, it
That's
is,
just
bro.
not his
Ends, how does
position.
that make sense? Like, we're saying that he plays one position. You're saying that he can't
It's
defend.
a
The two are
wing
not.
back.
The two are
It's a
not.
wing
they're
back.
correct.
It's not left wing back.
No.
It's not
It's not a wing back.
We're
It's
trying to
not a
fill
wing
him
back.
into a
No,
different
Ends.
position.
He's more
He
right
doesn't play
mid,
wing back.
right
bro.
wing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's not like we're taking a striker and then playing him a different position. We're taking a wing back and shifting him slightly back. I'm not saying he necessarily needs to go there and sit there. He can still go there and play and get forward and get involved and overlap or whatever. It doesn't change his game. It just means
No,
on the
you're-
outlook on the pitch,
No,
he's
but
now
And
playing.
it literally
as a
changes
right
the
back.
game. Like, you've
No, it
taken
doesn't.
someone
You
who
know what?
plays
bro.
right wing to play right
And the
back.
way you just worded it now makes sense, but you're that means you just didn't listen to what I said because I literally started with if you want a traditional right back who's going to sit back most of the time.
That's
don't
why I
get-
said Bradley. I did listen to what he said. That's why I said
Yo,
that.
question for you,
Yeah,
man.
so then you
Question
said
for you,
Bradley.
man.
So then I said. So then my point was why buy Frimpong then?
Because
Why
we
another right
need
back?
cover. We still need.
No,
Savage,
just
Savage.
get another right. Just get another right back who's going to do the same
I
thing.
was
as
saying we're
Bradley
going
did.
back for Nico Williams in that. Bring
That's what I
back
said.
Nico.
Wait, Zabiri, that's what I said. Nottingham.
Yeah,
100%.
hey, Savage,
Yeah, bring
my
him
guy,
back, bro. Bring him home,
my
bro.
guy. Bring back Nico, because you know why Nico left.
He's a bad boy.
Nico left because Trent was here.
Brother,
You see that Trent
bring
is
back
gone.
Chronicle
Nico's
Son,
coming
bring him
back.
home, blood.
That would be the
Oh, yeah.
funniest thing ever if I see Nico Williams come back here.
But
And the
he's
thing is, I
cold.
think he's
G,
good. I think he's actually
G,
right. No,
do you know?
I rate
you
him
know
more than I rate
Thanos
Ragged. Say that.
did not collect the stones till Odin passed.
I know.
Bring him back, blood.
I know.
Bring
the
back
boy
Williams, fam.
He's
Bring him
another
back.
enthusiasm guy as well, isn't he? Just runs.
Yo,
out.
He's a
yo,
good-
Eds,
he's a good
allow
runner.
it,
No.
man.
Because he's actually
And
got quality on the ball.
he's played left side, right side, wing backs because that's what Forest play.
Nobody.
Wing back as well. So maybe he can't come and play right back as well. Then
But he's literally played in the back.
Frimpong plays
Like,
right wing back for Netherlands, and also he makes mistakes and he's also plays the position.
No. Ends, read that super chat properly. Read it properly. You tried to add your bit. I heard you. Read it properly, bro.
Yeah, nah, he did.
He tried to add right wing.
all
back.
the
He didn't
way
say
up.
right wing.
Yo,
back.
G.
He said right wing, bro.
Frimpong plays right wing for the
Ends
Netherlands.
trying to take the narrative seriously, yo. Sorry about that.
Also,
For Ends not
also
reading
not
that.
making mistake, he also plays the position for Leverkusen. Yeah, because Netherlands plays a back three and Leverkusen plays a back three. It doesn't mean he can't play as a right back. It just means the two systems he's played in has utilized his skill sets, which is
I
his
can't
speed.
lie, End. I can't lie, End. I don't think no one said he can't play right back.
Literally.
No, okay, no, but you guys are clearly saying he can't.
No,
You're saying
no,
don't
you
get him
said-
because he can only play there.
No,
So
the point. Okay, I'm
in
not.
reverse, it means he can't play there then.
No, it doesn't, bro. It's why
Okay,
would you?
no problem. Why should we not buy him then?
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Innit? When I said that to you, you said that's fine because you got Bradley. My point is, his best attribute is going forward. So just buy another right back who does the same thing as Bradley. You're wasting money buying Frimpong then to take his best attribute away from him if you use him traditionally.
No, because sometimes you need different types of right backs or different types of left back. Tsimikas and Robbo are in the same. Trent and Bradley is in the same. Sometimes you need two different ones instead of buying.
And
the
I
two
don't
of the
think
same
Bradley
one.
and Nico is the same either.
This Nico thing's gonna really.
Yeah, but Frimpong might be too different.
Cav, this is what I'm saying.
that
We're
part,
talking
Cav.
about a
Yeah,
guy
that
who
part.
played right midfield / right wing, who used to, which ends is right, he used
Play
to
right
play right back. And guess what happened? They said, you are not a right back. They had to move him forward in every team he's now been in,
Because
Netherlands
they
and
go
Leverkusen.
because he's fast in it. That's why, bro.
Ends, what the reason is isn't my fault. Like, I didn't ask him to play right wing.
Why
I'm
can't he
saying
play
it.
right back? I'm utilizing the same skill set. And you know what? In
But
the
you're
Premier
not,
League,
though. You're really
in the
not,
Premier
because the
League,
two positions are different.
we play up against some really quick and tricky guys. I need your skill sets in this position because I think you can nullify them and stop them and cut out the
Well,
space.
Well, then we might as well just put Zoboslai
utilizing the
right.
same skill set.
Yeah, G, that's my point. That's my point. It's like
We might
it's
as well
like
put Zoboslai. From what Ends is saying,
that's what I'm saying.
Zoboslai right.
It's not like
We're
you
going
can't do the
extreme
job.
now.
It's
Now
not-
we're being extreme for no
It's
reason.
not that you can't do the job. It's just like someone's got the best attribute at doing something else. Then buy them for that, and
That's
buy the
why I
other one.
agree that Bradley should start. And
That's like Gareth Bale was at left back, but you wouldn't. But then everyone, no one, Real Madrid didn't buy him to play
And
left
he had to play left back. Like,
and he
bro,
can
you're
play
gonna
there
play left wing.
because his best position is left wing. So that's all I'm saying. Like they can both do the job. He can do a job there and that, but you're stifling him really because there's somebody else who can do the same job Frimpong can do at right back. Not the same thing he can do going forward, but the same job he can do, probably cheaper, and they're gonna be happy to sit on the bench, whereas he ain't gonna be happy to sit on no bench, bro.
But what's the? Because I feel like we're going extreme. Because it's like saying that I don't expect him to go forward. It's like I just want you to just.
No, because the thing wasn't about you in the first place. I just said traditional right back, and then everyone went off that premise.
Yeah, no, but the way
You
you
changed-
guys are making it sound, and forgive me because that's where I'm interpreting. I'm getting that. That's the information I feel like I'm getting. As if I'm saying, I just wanted to just stand there.
No, I said that, not you. That's the whole point. I said if you want a traditional more, because it doesn't seem like Slot wants everyone bombing forward and that at the moment with how Trent's playing. Trent, the last few games we saw of Trent, he was hanging back a lot more. So my point was just if you want a more traditional style doesn't mean you can't get forward. It just means that you're not bombing forward every chance you get as much, which is what Frimpong would do. So I was just saying if you want that more of a style, there's no point buying Frimpong. Keep Bradley there and then get another player who's of Bradley's level or a little bit lower if he's going to be happy to sit on the bench. Because if someone's going to be more advanced than Bradley and had more games and more experience and won the Bundesliga and stuff like that, I can't see that person coming in and going, yeah, I'm happy to sit on the bench for this guy. Yes, there's dueling it out, but it's not the same as like dueling it out for up front when not Salah's position, but all the other positions. You can come in Liverpool's team at the moment and duel out left wing and striker easily because they've all been pants apart from Gakpo. But with a right back, it's not. With a manager who doesn't seem to want to rotate as much, but not going to happen. And if you get knocked out of the League Cup and FA Cup, your games have been shortened by about 12 games, 16 games, and then you've just got the Champions League and the Prem. And yeah, that's kind of.
If we do buy him, then what would you guys not? Would you not like
right wing? Yeah, play right wing. Right wing.
We don't play with a right winger though, like that. We play with the inside forward or wherever Mo plays.
Yeah, like wherever Mo position, that's the position.
I do think if Mo, I think if Mo leaves, I think we'll change the way we play completely at the top of the pitch. I think we do that because of Mo, which is not a bad thing because it's worked on it. But yeah, Slot coming into a new club, you don't want to mess around with things too much straight away. One, you don't really have the name to do that. When at the time when he came in the club, Virgil and Salah and all that's the bigger names than him. But now he's gonna win the league. Oh yeah, the prestige goes up in it. Now I can do what I want. I'm not worried about telling man to leave the club if you don't want to play in a certain position. And then you should be getting a striker to replace Salah's goals, not a right winger to replace Salah's goals, because there isn't no right winger to replace Salah's goals. It doesn't exist. And then for Trent's, what was it, 8 GA for this season or whatever. Yeah, to be fair, your right back who can still do that job, and the left back should be able to do something like that as well. But the midfielders should be adding more, which Szoboszlai has towards the end of the season. It ain't been that creative, but it might change, man. It's a new season for Szoboszlai. Could hopefully Slot doesn't have him running around like a cracker next season, and then he can take his time on the ball because you run around like that.
Back in the 10.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you think though that's the reason why we have performed in this way? Because like if you take that away, for example, taking away him running, because if you take that away, I don't think we have another midfielder like him anyway who can do that to the level that he can. Not saying that.
That's what I mean. You know, like if you go into somewhere new and you've got this unexpected tool, because I don't think Slot said he was watching our games and that, but I don't know if that's how he saw Szoboszlai before he got there. But you go in there, you got this unexpected tool, and you're like, nah, you know, I can work with you doing this. I can work with you doing that. But when I get to following season, I've won the league. I hopefully can spend a bit of money, get what players I want in, and play and change the way I play. Then I don't have to have him running around like that. And that's what I'm only saying that I can't be sure. Obviously, when I looked at his final team, there wasn't somebody running around like that. It just wasn't happening. But also their right winger wasn't getting all the goals. It was Jimenez. So a little bit of a different in it. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh man, so Zubimendi then and someone else in the midfield, and then we're good.
I see Zubimendi's linked to Real Madrid just last hour.
Actually, I think we're good in the midfield. You know.
You think we're good in the midfield?
Yeah, I think we
need one more, bro.
Yeah.
No. What I mean by good in the midfield, I felt like the options off the bench isn't good enough.
Oh yeah. I hear what you're saying. So you think the starting?
So like I feel like the midfield is good, like Jones, Szoboszlai,
that's the guys.
Alistair Gravenberch. That's a good 4, bro. And one of them is on the bench.
You think they're creative enough though?
Not necessarily. What I meant is them 4 is a good 4 to have.
Yeah.
I just feel like the bench isn't good enough. And I'm not saying those are the starting, but if you have them 4 and you get anybody that's better than the bench that can even potentially start, then I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I think we'll be fine. Like getting somebody else and not shift off 1 or 2 of our midfielders now, I think is stupid.
What if we got like Tuamini or like Camavinga? You still think it was stupid?
Nah, I don't care about them man there now, bro.
No. What I meant is, what's the point of getting them man and keeping Elliot or keeping?
No, but I wouldn't keep Elliot anyway. Like I don't think we should keep him anyway.
No, but that's my point. So I feel like what we have now is good. Elliot is a bench guy. You see what I'm saying, G? So I feel like the midfield bench isn't good.
What are you saying? Just chop man off the ship. I hear it, man. Big up to Honesty. Real Madrid are now leading the race to find Dean Huijsen this summer. If he goes Madrid, who would you man them get instead?
I actually don't even want this guy, you know. I don't even. Wow. I'm on that Delap train. I don't know if I told Savage a couple months ago. I've been on Delap, bro. Nah, Delap, bro. Listen.
You know what's killing me?
Cole Palmer is cold.
Nah, but I'm on Delap. You know what's killing me? His super chat is about a centre back, bro, and you just mentioned a striker, blood.
Bro, you know that was what my brain went to straight away. I was like,
we should get to replace my man, striker.
Bro. No, yo, did you might not see the PSG game? The defense isn't shit. The attackers. The defenses and shit.
We gotta stop this because we came online after that game, bro. And you see what Alisson had to do in that game, bro. And you're still talking about the defense where the defense was leaky, bro.
Savage. What did we need in that game? Another save or another goal?
No, we needed the team to perform, bro. That's what we needed. That's what we needed the team to do. Perform.
Right, to be fair, I'm not interested in departments we're good in from where I'm standing. That's the way I see it. I'm just not.
I hear what you're saying. I think the caveat
is for the future.
Yeah, you know what it is.
The
caveat is at the moment we don't know what Virgil's doing on it with his contract, so that's probably why the centre backs are coming up a lot now. Because if he leaves, gonna need another centre back instantly. Can't wait for it. Gonna need someone
instantly, bro. Instantly, if this brother leaves, we need one now.
Now, blood.
Now.
You can't wait, bro. Now, blood. That season starts without a replacement for
Break the rules, bro. Sign him before they even. You know what I mean? Just give him a shirt before the window even opens. Break the rules, bro. Now, that's how close we need.
That's when you have to start tapping up players and that early. Secret text message and that WhatsApp encrypted. Yo.
What do you think the best attribute from a centre back should be?
Virgil.
I'm gonna say to replace Virgil. Because to me, I'm going off enthusiasm. A defender that has that enthusiasm.
Can I explain, bro? When we signed before Virgil, I always thought, you know what, attack will just cook teams, but I know we're conceded. You see, when we bought Virgil, something changed in me, bro. Like something was like, oh my days, we can now relax and win 1-0. Like I was calm. I'm like, play Virgil and anyone play Virgil and his 9 if you need to. We'll win games. You're now telling me that we need to take him out of the fold now and add. Yeah, it's long, bro. Now.
You know what it's like ends. You know it's crazy.
I can't go back to that, bro.
I don't think we're prepared for this, and this is mad. Yeah. With Salah, we're always guaranteed a goal or an assist, right? With Alisson, we know if we're up against it like PSG, Alisson will hold us in the game. Bro, to lose Alisson, Verge, and Salah, I don't think I was mentally prepared for the day when that
spine gone, you know, blood. Man said Stephen Hawking, blood's spine gone, bro.
Bro, no, Savage. Do you remember Liverpool before Alisson? It doesn't matter how good we were. Bro, Vardy rassing it in from 40 yards out.
Bro, spillage, bro.
Bro. What's my man's name at Nottingham, bro? Not Murillo, his homeboy, that centre back.
Murillo, Victor, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's good.
Milenkovic, that beast.
Milenkovic. I've been rating him. He was over at what was that? Valencia.
Bring him.
What the hell he was at?
I want to say Fiorentina.
Was it Fiorentina? Yeah.
My jeans, blood. Come on.
Man said my jeans, you know.
The ring is, bro. You need one of them animal youths, blood. I told you it would have been Tarkowski.
You said Skirtu 3.0 in that, bro.
Yeah.
I can't go back. No, get terrified when we concede corners. I can't go back there.
I'll give it
Literally, I used to fear when we missed the shot. They took a goal kick.
Big up to honest team. Mastantano is a baller, bro. Thiago Almada as well. I don't know if the ship is going to be sailed for them too.
Almada ain't coming Liverpool, but I know that.
I know, bro, but you know how long I've wanted, bro. This youth is so cold. Baller. And then Mastantano, what is he, like 17? Baller as well. And then you're saying about Shirky as well. Like, we ain't getting all of these, man, bro.
Savage, what happened to your brother, the 7'4" guy, Traore, and that? He ain't. You saying you can't stick him in there?
Oh, that Traore, that was your guy on FIFA, bro. That keeps is like
man's like 7'4" in that, bro. Yeah, bro.
You say so Harvey in the double pivot. Get Mastantano, Thiago Almada for the rotation, then Shirky, who Frimpong right wing, also can play right back. I hear it, man. That's a new, fresh little, you know what I mean, vibrant team and that. But
yeah.
Nah, the height of that team is mad still. What, all of them brothers like 5'6" in that?
Yeah, bro.
literally, bro.
Team full of saps.
Them man ain't getting past Burnley at all.
No, wait. Sav, did you hear that, bro?
What?
I'll repeat what I said. So I was saying about these man here that Thiago and Mastantino and Frimpong and Shirky. Beery then said, "Yo, team, what's the height of these man? Like 5'6". Someone perked up and said, "What, like Sam?"
No, who said that?
No, no one. I did not.
Who said that,
No, I didn't hear a thing.
Nah, man, listen, bro. This was all fun and games and that, bro.
I'm rewinding you here, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna have to rewind it. No one said that, bro.
So if I'm lying, I'm lying, bro. Rewind.
And you pulled up the stream for that. No one said
I can't
that when
snitch.
I said it.
I'm not gonna snitch, but it's there, innit?
You know what?
To be fair, you said it because you made a comment when I said it.
I hear it, man. I'm gonna just leave the mystery out there, man. If you man thinks man's 5'6" and that's fine. I'm not 5'6", bro. I know that much, bro.
No, really so quick as well, man. Zabiri said, "Oh, them man, they're like 5'6". Man said, "Yeah."
I'd never lie about my height, blood. I'm taller than both of these.
Someone that did.
All these players you got in the super chat, I'm taller than all of them, bro. So you know what I mean. Big up Sharky though. That's my guy, blood. Bring him in.
Wow. I ain't gonna snitch, but it was Cav.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Wow. And the thing is, because Cav, you can't see his face in that. You don't even. You know what I mean? I don't even know that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Nah, man. The centre backs out there, man. I don't know. I think he plays for
Listen,
Frankfurt.
man, you like Enz is right though. Like you're talking about VVD leaving, brother. You're not signing no one else, bro. Like who are you gonna say?
He's about 24, 20. Oh, he's 27. Good age, man. I like him, man. Rasmus Christensen, the Frankfurt one. Denmark centre back. I think he might be the captain now.
You know what it is, Sam? You know, like for the optics, yeah. Man can't sign him. Man needs to sign like Bastoni or something. Like
wait, like, wasn't that the guy that was at Chelsea, Savage?
No, that's the other Christensen. They both play for Denmark though.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone who plays for Denmark's called Christensen.
Yeah, and yeah.
Slotterbeck as well, Jonathan.
Slotterbeck, where is that, man?
Like, listen, these guys, by the way, you got Jonathan Tarr, these are good guys, like good players.
but G, you can't. You're right. G, you're right, but you have to give up on this, bro. Them man ain't leaving their club to come to Liverpool, bro.
Savage, why can't I just dream?
No, because you need a hint of reality.
Dreaming like
I've had enough. Mr. The reality is that you don't want to live in the reality, blood.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, that's fair, and I agree. I don't. Sometimes I like to be out of reality. Sometimes I like to dream as well. Sometimes I want to believe that these things can happen, and if I speak something into existence long enough,
wait. Where is Van Dijk going though?
Bro, this man does video profiles on his players every day. You do videos on this man every day, and when I watch the videos, you tell me that they're not leaving their club, and now you want to talk about. Bro.
Okay, but Savage, hey, what I'm saying to you, like I said, I just want to dream. Like I want to live in a world where Liverpool have got some of the best young players. Look at the players that was it honestly just.
This man wants to live in a world where
none of these guys, bro.
He ain't leaving.
We're dealing with McConnell and these men. I'm like,
you know what you man are doing? I don't rate what you man are doing. You're telling me Spurs is 15, and we can't knock Van de Ven and be like, big man, you want to come play football?
Like that, you know,
what do you mean it don't work like that?
They've got that Hydra youth running their club, blood. He ain't letting no one go, bro.
I said Hydra youth. That's the.
I'm pretty sure you watch Civil War, fam. The American
Look how long they kept Kane, bro. Look how long they kept Kane. Kane wanted to leave for time, bro.
You know what league is on, bro? Their Beyonce concerts and NFL, blood. He's not on this selling his players to Liverpool, bro. These are serious brothers, man. Big up Rio, though. You know the vibes, and you get me.
Yeah, man said with a brace, for England on the.
I'm never gonna learn. I'm never gonna learn, ends, bro. And I don't want to hear none of this. Have you seen that Rio guy next season? I don't want to hear it, but I've been saying it, bro. Just bring him in.
He needs a call, man. Okay, do you think
don't bring him in if he haven't gone to the barbers, bro. Man got his debut looking shaky, fam.
Nah, let him, bro. Man is about football, not looks right now. Let him chef up the man, then. Yeah, bro. Man, just showing you the levels, bro. I ain't here for no beauty contest. Let me go and chef these man up quickly. Does he get an opportunity in pre-season? That's my
100%, bro.
That's what I hope. Your boy Scanlon in that, bro.
These man, listen, ends, bro. The man them have been, bro. These man have been shitting on Diaz all season, blood. Of course he gets a chance, bro. If Slot doesn't give me the chance, Slot's a dickhead, bro. And then I told you already, bro. Slot don't stop. Listen, if Slot fucks up this real thing, bro. I'm Slot out. You get me?
Yo, listen, Savage. I can't see you do that. You're too much.
No, bro. My stocks are in real, blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to
the thing is,
Scanlon?
have your stock.
Other Danny.
My guy Scanlon and the old tight cousin and that.
Yeah.
Still there, man.
The thing is, you can have your stocks in him. Yeah. Let's say.
And
Okay,
Sergio Bajcetic, blood. Don't forget.
I've definitely got no stocks. In
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Sergio's
Let's just say, for example,
He's the heir to Busquets' throne, blood. That's what I heard. You get me?
Savage. I'm not even going to respond. You see how like
you got to rate the man enthusiasm.
Sergio Bajcetic.
Bajcetic's guys the enthusiasm.
Sergio Bajcetic.
You see with Lamine Yamal as an example,
Right.
right? Because I don't know how highly you actually rate Rio, like in a serious note. I don't actually know. But you see with someone like him, do you think it has to be at that type of situation where the team is going through like Barcelona are going through like a weird patch where they didn't really have anybody there, so then Lamine Yamal was able to just come in, take that spot, and then now we've seen. Do you think it has to be that? Because obviously I hear what you're saying, but let's keep it a buck. You can't really get onto slot when if he goes out, signs the players that Enzo was talking about, Mbuemo, Submit.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's never gonna
First time I've heard G defend a manager, by the way. But yeah, go ahead.
I actually agree.
Bro, I'm defending slot all season, bro.
If he goes out and buys the players that he wants, then I'm expecting Rio to just make appearances on the bench and play here or there and end of games and stuff. But because I know who our owners are, and I know they're gonna, if the players leave that we think could end their contract, Trent, Virgil, Salah, and you want to strengthen Robbo at left back, and you want to get another midfielder, then they're not going to splash cash everywhere else at the top of the pitch on it. They're likely, whether you like it or not, they're probably likely to hold on to Jota and that, unless there's an opportunity where a club just comes in for them. Then it might be, oh, you want 60 mil for Jota? Okay, you let him go, blah blah blah. But if that's not going to happen, and then Diaz ends up leaving or something, yeah, bro, like play Gakpo. Don't get me wrong, he's not going to start Rio over Gakpo. Gakpo's been good this season, but then the backup to Gakpo on the bench is Rio, blood. And Rio can do shit Gakpo can't do as well. I know it sounds deep, bro, but he can, bro.
Hey, easy. Let's.
Nah. You see how man found about Sterling early days and that? Nah, Sterling can't talk to this Rio, you blood.
Nah, Savage, you're not doing that.
Early Sterling.
I don't know about that, but
early Sterling. Yeah, you're telling me Rio is telling my manager steady.
Wait. Sterling with the perm can talk to Rio.
No,
Sterling was always
Mohawk
Sterling operating at a higher level.
Mohawk Sterling.
No. He can't talk to Rio the same way Hazard can't talk to like Salah. Yeah, if we're just talking skills and natural talent, of course Rio's got that, but Sterling was operating at a way higher level than like.
No. The man didn't hear the last part. I said QPR, blood. You get me?
Yeah, and he was operating at a high level than what Rio's operating at.
I'm just saying what Rio can do.
Sterling with the relaxer.
No, he's talking Sterling with the short.
Nah, yes,
Sterling with the short hair, like Sterling with that short hair.
Yeah, man, Sterling
right wing back.
You get me? I like that he started the argument. All I'm saying is Rio, blood. Remember, I said that.
Yo, man said Rio can't even chat to Wanyeri, bro.
He said Rio.
Obviously not, but that's Wanyeri, isn't it? Like,
Wanyeri is there is a level above at the moment, bro. But I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, 1 year he got the opportunity to play consistently, bro.
To hear it, bro. And you know what I like about Wanyeri? He plays Vex. Vex all the time when he comes on the pitch. Madman.
You said man's been starving.
You could tell that.
That's how we need to starve out Rio.
Yeah, but he plays like his mum pays him no attention, blood.
All right, let's not. Yeah,
like your mum. Did you leave the money on the dresser? Listen, I ain't even answering that phone. Blood, walk to training. And
you said the mum like that never leaves the bedroom, just so proper playing in the background and that.
You know them way there.
And just
plays like that.
You man need some therapy.
He plays like his mum still calls him up all now.
It sounds a bit dark over here.
You know the mum you never seen in the sitcom because the door's just closed.
Yeah.
Through the door. And
Jerry, like that. Tom and Jerry, just legs, bro. That's his mum, bro.
Hey, big up to honesty, bro. That's the one there, bro. He made Liverpool delete
JFK assassin. Bro, deleted footage, you know. There's a hard drive somewhere with Virgil just getting torn up on it. just getting.
I just want that like I'm with Sav though. Like I do want like with Ranieri, Miles, Lewis Skelly, and all them, man. There was clearly room though in terms of they were training with the first team. Like they were already kind of primed and ready to play. Whereas with Rio, bro, I just hope, bro, like we don't have a situation.
Let's just pretend it's just all stop talking. Listen, look, even though we're winning the league and that, we've been kind of meaty, but that's why I'm
The way you're whispering is jokes.
Nah, I know what man them, but we've been kind of meaty blood. Like you get me, we've been shit out in some games.
You could have waited till the stream ended to say
I'm saying a little
anyway. No,
yeah, I'm just saying a little excitement and that. You know what I mean? Look real and that. Look a seasoning.
Okay, I'm with you.
Look, G, we seal it up in the next.
Nah,
5
because
games,
man wouldn't whisper that about Jaden Dance.
No,
And I feel like that's unfair.
Listen, we
Because
seal
we
it
could
up.
have used Dance this season, bro.
We seal it up in 5 games, lads. 5 games, we seal it up, and then we just
Yeah, because ends, you know, bro.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I feel like End knows it, bro. Ends, we know about the reality check in it. I hear everyone talking about all these players and that. I know man don't want to believe it. Sergio Bajcetic is coming back.
trust.
Doak is coming back. Rio, we're gonna use. Trey Maurice is gonna get used, and we're gonna buy 2 players. Yeah, stop lying to yourself, man. Them, stop lying to yourself. Wait, this is Liverpool blood.
I know.
Trey, Bajcetic, that's the 2 midfielders.
And you know what we might do? We might even give Chiesa a contract extension. How about that? $5,000 extra for the goal against Newcastle.
I saw a headline. I refused to click on it, but the headline said Chiesa is happy.
Yeah, his dad said he's happy.
He is. His dad said he's happy here, bro.
And I'm like, when I saw that, I then clicked my owners, know how to sweeten the pot, bro.
Sorry about that. I was supposed to mention him too. Dan's blood. Nunes
That's
out.
what I'm saying, bro.
And in. Yeah?
Bro, we
Diaz
give
out.
Dan's 4 more
Rio
games.
in. Salah out.
Get him a Premier League medal.
Blood.
They're youngsters. Let's run it, bro.
Our team next season, bare speed, no IQ, blood. All gas, no brakes, blood.
Speed, no IQ.
I mean,
no brakes. None of the man.
Oh yeah, Kumas as well, bro. Kumas as well. Big up to Pat B.
Next year, the front line's gonna need ID blood card. None of them can drink. Yeah. These men can't stay at the parade for too long. They gotta leave. Yeah. They're the ones who win the league at season. We need Chelsea to get another goal. They can't stay at the same hotel.
Wait, Savage. They traveling with nannies in that.
Yeah, blood. Yeah. These men are just sharing the hotel room. Look at apartment thing, bunk beds and that. Digs. These men are staying at Digs still. Like that.
Even a section in the changing room.
Right, you said the highest paid man in the front line makes 15.
Bro, they said that the man they can't get changed with Virgil and that, bro, because of safeguarding. You get me? That's grown men with kids, blood.
Can't come in the change room.
Bro. Gotta get changed at the crash.
Man, you said bare A minors in that.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it's gonna be cold, bro. I can't listen. It's gonna be mad. What do we do then, Noise? Because Sergio is coming back and playing. He's coming back and making an impression.
You know what I think?
He actually pissed me off by calling him Sergio. I feel like that's triggering.
No, he's Sergio. He's Sergio.
No, it's triggering me. It's triggering me.
Air to the front.
Call him something else. Or you should call him whatever you want to call him.
Do you know who's coming? He's gonna come and play in a double pivot with Gravenberch. That's who the 2 is gonna be.
Yo, that's a cold pivot, Jeez.
There's no Savage. There's no thought. Like, when my brain won't even comprehend hearing.
Bro, Gravenberch driving, but that shit cleaning up.
All I'm saying is, every time our centre backs give him the ball, bare drop of the shoulders from these 2. That's all they know how to do. Bare top of the shoulders.
Yeah, where's my lineup, man? I need to, you know what I mean?
You said man just shimmying up the midfield.
Yeah, bro. I'll get the team stuff. I have to check the team. I make sure the team. Sometimes the team needs to be looked at.
Gee, seriously, what's your problem with Sergio, though, man? You know what I mean?
No.
G haven't seen enough enthusiasm, but I want to tell G. I've seen Leicester won the league off enthusiasm.
Listen, hear what I'm saying to you. I ain't got no problem with that guy
like you do.
From Las Palmas. No. He's calm to come in.
From Las Palmas. No, he's Liverpool player, bro. Not from Las Palmas.
He's a Las Palmas player. Like, if he comes in and he plays here, that's calm. Like, as in, everything Savage is saying, as much as he's laughing, bro, we all know that all of this could be easily true, though. Literally everything he said, I can easily envisage that happening with Liverpool. So, guys, just enjoy the Premier League this season. This might be as good as it gets for a hot minute, and just go from here.
We're about to clock up some views next season, because we're gonna be shit, blood. I'm about to get, I might get 100k subs next season off of speed.
Well, we all know firing up. Wait, Savage, you're firing up back to StreamYard and scheduling rents.
I'm gonna buy the highest package on StreamYard, blood, with the 8K.
Well, you're gonna do schedule rents. You're gonna schedule rents in that.
Zabiri, I'm gonna schedule rants, emergency streams. Yeah.
Nah, not the
Yeah.
wait.
Arsenal
Final
scary.
debate. Final debate in that.
All of them. Every time Arsenal win a game, Arsenal are scary with the shock face. Every time, man. I'm here, man. But you, man, are getting Zabiri. Just, you know what I mean? WhatsApp group, emergency stream, blood. We lost again. We need to talk, blood. Yeah, bro. It's on, bro. I'm here for it still. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, blood.
Yo, don't hit me with that generic answer. I hope I'm wrong. You can't be saying this. You can't be saying this and think I'm going to forget September when we're on a 10-game winning streak, bro.
Brother.
No, don't tell me, oh, Zabiri, I know I said it, but I was just hoping I was wrong. No, I don't want to hear that, bro.
I set the bar low, so anything good happens next season.
Don't try to be sophisticated about where you're setting the bar in that, bro. I think
I
it'll
just
be
gotta be
fine,
honest.
bro.
Listen, this is what I hear. What everyone, because we all read.
Savage, you sound like the man them that didn't think we're gonna win the Prem without Klopp. That's how you sound right now.
Yeah, I know.
And we're winning it 1 year later.
But I just don't think we're gonna win another Prem without Klopp. This one's won.
I'm saying, yeah, I got my one, innit? That's what I'll give you.
That's
I told man already, bro. I've just think back to this season. Obviously, eyewitness testimony is a bit dead when we're talking about certain things. Everyone's got different evidence. But I think about me early in the season doing watch-alongs, the fact that I got tired of doing them and we were still top of the because we were boring, blood. Yeah. Then I think about watching these games with my son, and me and my son just moaning all game, blood, while we're winning. Just moaning at man them. Cause it's boring and shit, blood. And then we win the game. And then we're happy that we win the game. I'm talking about talking to yous lot, and apart from early in the season, no one's really too gassed. I'm talking about, yo, Ends, tell me how many good performances you had this season. Quiet. G, can you tell me how many games you quiet? Do you get me? I'm just thinking of.
Wait, why did you skip me? I was upbeat for the PSG game.
No, because you was doing up. G, early in the season, Zabir was doing up. Nah, the game's getting boring. I'm going to make a cup of tea and going to sleep because we're winning 2-0.
I did fall asleep several games too. I
hear it, bro.
Yeah,
like
that's not a clear indication as to how boring it has been this season.
When I woke up and saw that we won, I was so grateful. I was like, damn, what kind of fan am I, bro?
It's the first time in probably, I'll say in my life, but it's the first time in a long time I can remember just going, oh yeah, son, should we do this? And then we've checked Liverpool's playing that day. And then we just still go and do it.
Both.
Yeah, well, this is what it is, man.
Hey, listen, this is the team for next season, lads.
Nah, bloody pop.
Yo.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Neone best position? Is it off the left?
Man, like Trey Maurice,
Centre mid,
man. And the thing is, bro, like this. If you take Alisson and Vel, this is a conference league team, blood. This is Chelsea's conference league against Noah and ABC and that, blood.
So you man genuinely don't think that Besetic can come in there and make a name off of that?
Oh, I do. I believe in Sergio, blood.
I feel like he can cook there, bro.
Bro, I believe in him, bro. He's cold.
You man going McAllister over Sabazzo, yeah?
Oh yeah, I just realized Ends kicked him out of the team.
So Sabazalai and Curtis on the bench is actually a decent midfield bench.
Hey, I'm making the bench strong, bro. We can't throw everyone on the pitch, bro.
Yeah, I rate it still. Yeah, you know I don't rate Dork. You might know that, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna rate him next season, though.
Ends.
And you get me, we get Dan's back in because he replaces the other scouts we lost, in it? Because we always have to have two scouts in the team. Now, you get me, Trent goes, Dan's come back in, we got him and Curtis. You get me? Keep a little culture in there and that.
Kwanzaa still, does he class himself as a scout? Kwanzaa.
No, he's got the when you hear him speak, he sounds more like a man, can it? He's got the Warrington thing, you know, St. Helens and all that.
Yeah.
Them man and that. But definitely ski mask and OnlyFans. We know what Kwanzaa's on.
Ski mask and OnlyFans. You say he's a YN.
You know what Kwanzaa's on. Yeah.
No, jokes aside.
Got the poo shiesty.
Jokes aside. This is the preseason game.
This is the team. I can see G changing his channel to a Barcelona channel.
Yeah, you already said it earlier. You're right. That's what you said.
Okay, if you when you guys get time, yeah, you go on my channel. It doesn't say anything about Liverpool anymore, and I changed that this season. Though. Like that changed a long
Wait,
time
G,
ago.
did you already? Nah, G, you did it already, and I mean, thinking
Check
I'm
the
in the
channel,
future.
and you know the like the what do you call it? The bio,
the about me description thing.
Yeah, that's it. The about me. It used to be like, oh yeah, Liverpool channel. It doesn't say that.
I didn't even know that. Let me
Man's not even proud of winning.
Check
the
it.
Prem
In fact, no, yeah,
anymore.
actually, yeah, check it for me. Actually,
You see this team, bro. You see if this kind of team don't work, bro. You see Virgil's. See that Virgil hair with the waves and the shape up. You're gonna see a grey strand in there.
Well, you say he get the rogue streak.
The rogue streak, blood. Because I've seen Virgil a couple of times this season. Just look at man with pure disgust. You know when you know you're the best, brother. You just look at man like, brother, what are you doing? You didn't see the line I was holding in that, bro. You just sitting back.
To be fair, some of it was looking at Trent, so he might be a bit relieved.
He was looking at
yeah. None of it has to do with Liverpool. That's jokes, bro.
Yeah, the cameraman
says, if football is your life, you're in the right place. On this channel, I share my thoughts on everything from top leagues and players to tactical insights and trending topics. Join the conversation and let's.
So you don't feel like this is a top team right here?
Listen, I feel like you want me to disrespect the team. I don't want to sound rude. I'm just going to leave the team as it is, bro. Like I said, listen, Barcelona are looking like they may potentially win the Liga. I'm looking at maybe we can potentially try and, defend that next season. Maybe defend the Champions League as well next season. And we'll start looking at more players.
Gavi blood. I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, remember
as Barcelona, bro. We're talking about Liverpool.
Remember they both.
Okay. I'm just talking about football, like in general. Like I'm not talking about Liverpool.
Oh, I'm saying, bro, fellow football purists, bro, join me next season in the La Liga team, bro. Carl. We need to see some.
Yeah, bro. As in Savage, if you're gonna start doing watch-alongs, maybe like El Clasicos, we can. Do you know what I mean? Savage,
what are you doing here, Ends?
Nah, man, we get some of the teams up in the chat. You know, like that G blood, couple Santa Marias and Roses and that blood. Get them in the chat and that blood. Yeah, Bear Teamos and that blood. I hear it still.
Next season.
So you man are gonna be speaking Spanish in that.
I hear it, but I'm trying to get Santa Maria with the rose. You know the little thing with the rose in the hair, blood. I'm trying to get that in the super chats, blood. You get me?
Nah, so I'm clicking on Game Day Media and heard Spanish like Telemundo in that, bro. Nah, what are you man saying, bro? I need YouTube to be translating the streams in that now.
You know,
hey,
we need
I'll try and have a translator still.
So I'm doing a watch along and I'm just saying Savage dragging the goal for the entire replay. I hear it. No, I hear it still. No, big up you man still. Football
dropping bare little Spanish words in here and there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just I'm gonna have to be Google translating mid-streams and that. No, I hear it. No, it's safe.
Hey, that's a joke, bro.
I like this team though, Wins, bro. It's got a lot of freshness about it.
Hey, still. I feel like this team beat Newcastle.
They could have as well.
This team cook up. What's that team that knocks us out? Plymouth. This team cooks Plymouth.
Oh, Plymouth. Oh, yeah. Doak would have been cooking these, man, anyway, bro.
Doak would have ran through Plymouth. He would have ran.
Who's the person up front? I can't see. Who's it?
Dan's, bro.
Dan's blood. Man's just a silhouette, don't even have a picture, blood.
Yeah,
next season they'll get it. Next season.
Yeah.
Next season they'll give him that.
So G, you think Dan's just showed enthusiasm when he came on and just bat up Nunes and just made something happen?
Nah, he actually showed quality on the ball.
Quality on the ball. That's what I like to hear. So this team definitely has quality then.
Not with Bradley at right back, but I hear what.
Okay, all right. Safe.
Nah, but we're getting the enthusiasm down that right hand side by both of them, man. So.
You know what's so mad? You actually are getting crazy level of enthusiasm down that right hand side.
Very enthusiasm on
the right. Energy. Why do you put Trey on the list?
That's what I was looking for Real, but he's not on this. So
you just put random black.
No,
I fully hear it. Just another
I hear it still. Man said any IC3 will do, blood. I hear it.
No, that's Trey. No, respect Trey, man. That's Trey, bro. But I was looking for Rio and I couldn't find him, so he's not.
You know, you can type the name itself. But...
What? Just put it? Nah.
I suppose you got to change Robbo in it for Kirk's blood, Jerk's blood.
Oh yeah, but Sav, when I put him in, what did everyone like? Team looks dead food, man. So we'll put Robbo back.
Bro, if the team looks dead food with Kirk's, I don't think it's gonna look better with Robbo.
Just get Robinson blood. Robbo for Robinson blood. Yeah, even the shirt people will be happy blood. Same letters and that couple changes. Hey, just bring him in, bro. He's cold, bro. Bit of experience too.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is
Robinson.
them two in the midfield next season. You see these two bad boys in there holding midfield.
Shoulder movements, bare doubt, swivels, blood.
That's who your two holding midfielders are going to be next season.
Boy.
I hope you guys enjoy it, man. All right, we'll
Hope
leave
you
it there,
enjoy it,
lads. We'll leave it there. I don't know, man. What's going on tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow. Is everyone off the international break now? Are we back this weekend?
My son said it's another week, I think. Another week, or was it wrong?
I swear they've played 2 games now. Holland played 2 games now.
Oh, England's played 2 games.
England's played 2 games. Yeah, they should be
Oh,
done.
just 2 games. Oh, so we're back.
Yeah, should be back this weekend.
Flipping hope so, mate.
I thought those games.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's next week.
Yeah, no? 3rd of April. Oh, yeah, because 25th now.
Yeah,
So-
one of you men translate what Cav put in the group for me, bro. 'cause-
No, you're right. 2nd of April. Is that
That's next.
2nd of
No,
April?
if you're saying we're playing the 3rd of April,
No, that's what my son's right, bro. It's another week, isn't it?
yeah, it's another week. Yeah, we still got another week. That's good, actually, to be fair.
But they only playing, how many games are they playing though? 2 or 3 games? Because if they only
Yes,
playing,
Probably going to be 3
I'm sure
then.
there's other teams who are still playing games, though.
yeah, because I don't. I don't think. I think the last ones would be like the Spanish, the
Argentina and
American
Brazil.
team.
Yeah, because Barcelona Osasuna's on Thursday,
Yeah.
so Argentina and Brazil playing Wednesday, and that's why Rafinha and that can't play. Sad about
'Cause,
Rafinha.
yeah, normally our South American boys come. They're the
Yeah,
last
man, I wish
one.
Rafinha could play in that game, man, against Osasuna.
Win
Hold on.
regardless.
Isn't there a or do we not have that? It must have like not a winter break, because obviously we don't do that. But then we then schedule that the English Premier League would then have a break later in the
Yeah,
season.
they sacked it off this season.
Yeah, they're sacked
That's what I
off.
was thinking. Like,
They already
yeah,
had it.
You're on about that one where like half of the teams playing that week, and then you have a week off, and then the other half played. That's what it used to. That's what it was this previous season. So like on week 1, 5 games go on. I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5 games, isn't it? And then the other teams have a rest, and then the following week they play 5 games and have a rest. The other ones, and then you play after that. But they didn't do
It's
it.
almost
this
like a bye week.
yeah.
That's what we call it in America, like
Yeah,
a bye
they
week.
didn't do it this season. So.
Crazy.
That's why Rodri was screwed, but we said the players need rest and that.
And them need the rest, bro. Are you guys doing any videos tomorrow?
I got the reaction video. That's it.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I want to do that. What is it? What's tomorrow? Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Need to get busy, get these questions sorted then, so we can get this done, bro. Because it needs to be out on Friday.
Yeah, I need some. Probably go research the internet, get some stories for who go online. I ain't done no internet reactions for a minute. So, if you see any stories, send them away, blood.
What crazy stories?
Yeah.
What about conspiracy stuff? Would you cover that if I said
Wait,
it?
what are you looking for? You got some juicy stories from over here, you know, bro.
Yeah, send them.
Send them. If they got a link to them and that, and I can get some kind of visuals as well, then send them. But the ends allow with the conspiracy talk.
Why
Did you
can't I
see
send-
who that died from the BDSM and the girl freaking saran wrapped him?
Yeah. Man, she wrapped him up like a
11.
bat.
Bro, man paid 11 grand to die, you know. It's crazy. It's madness, bro.
Yeah. Ends loves a conspiracy, man. Blood.
Oh, you can do even a Breakfast Club drama. You seen that? I'm sure you seen a Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Once it's gone past a certain, the Jess Hilarious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it's gone past like 3 days.
Whoa. What drama with Jess Hilarious?
Her and what's her name, Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? I didn't even see them, man. Well,
Crashed
tell me.
out.
You know what's crazy? You know what's
I think it was on
crazy?
her TikTok
Lauren
or
is good
Instagram,
food.
like she crashed out. Lauren crashed out, innit? On her thing.
Serious? Mad.
Yeah, just crashed out. And to be fair, it's her fault because they brought her in there. Like, yo, what you trying to do, man?
I kind of like Jess though.
I rate Jess.
Yeah.
With
She's
the
all right.
hairline. I don't like Jess with the hairline. I like Jess when she had the
Yeah,
little,
same.
the little
same,
bump
same.
on the top because it
Yeah,
couldn't,
yeah,
she
same,
couldn't
same,
run
same.
and she had to use mad gel. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Jess from back
Yeah.
then. Rough Baltimore chick looking like she smoked
Oh, the
Newports
fake,
and wear
with the fake
Timberlands.
wig, with the wig mop thing.
No. You know,
What?
nah, ends. You know when the hair is short, they can't catch it up.
Okay, right.
That's what
But
she
they
was
showed
rocking
the
back in the
tail.
day,
They showed
early
the
days.
tail at the end though. That's the
Yeah,
fake.
they look
one.
a great garlic thing, blood. Look a garlic piece.
Yeah,
on
bro. Yeah, no, I like that, bro.
Little
Bro, she
garlic
looking like a
thing,
crackhead back then. My
Yeah.
seconds in that, bro.
Man said just peel a clove off quickly.
Yeah, man. Look at Jess with the mess and that. I hear it still, man.
What, bro?
Yeah.
Looking like a crackhead, bro. Good food, you know. I tell you, man, about them crackheads. They glow
Alright,
up.
you know,
Those
listen,
crackheads do glow up.
Yeah, man. I do like Lauren though, man. She's good.
No, Lauren is actually quality food, man. Delaware and that, bro. Sophisticated, good food, that man.
Come on, bro.
Big up to everyone, man. Big up to all the new subscribers as well, man. Vibes, man, as always. Trent's going to Real Madrid, man. I don't know. It's crazy one. Let's see what happens over the next few days. Will he get booed at Anfield if he does turn up? Because obviously he's injured
Get
currently.
booed at Real Madrid for not performing because them men don't play that still.
Start dashing out the white handkerchiefs, but that's how it works.
Listen, he'll go there in Manaman's quotes, man, for BBC. Said he was going to go and be a star, bro. So
They'll give him a blight for a bit still, because Mbappe
Yeah,
was stinking
of
at the beginning of the season too, but he'll be fine, man. He'll actually be fine.
I felt sorry for Mbappe here because I could feel the tension, bro.
And stop this, because you was feeding into this narrative. And just posting shit and then saying, "Nah, I saw it, blood. How come them man didn't want to pass the ball to him?" And I'm like, bro, you give me one clip here. I watched this whole game, and that's not what happened, bro. Then there was like one. Remember the one when he's in the tunnel on his own, and Jude's ignoring him. But I was like, I'm still in it.
No, I went to tap one of them. Yeah, Judas turned and was talking to Vinny. I said,
Nah, you know what's crazy with Real Madrid, yeah, and you have to be a different animal to go there. You remember when damn, what's his name, man? Vinny was breaking in, and the man that wouldn't pass Vinny the ball. The man that called Vinny the ups, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
It's a strange thing what the Bernabeu does to you, bro. Because anyone who remembers Vinny before he got to Rome, he was cooking, bro. So when he got there and he started being stinky, even when he started to try and do the kick-ups on the presentation day, couldn't do it. I was like, what the fuck?
Legs are heavy, bro. You know,
bro.
Heavy.
Bro, they was cooking him, bro, when he first started, bro. I was just like,
bro,
you ain't gonna make it. Nah, he's
I even said Hendrick said, I'm scared that I won't make the Brazil team.
Yeah, Hendrick needs a loan, bro, because can't be getting him out of Gula's minutes and that. Long day, man.
Hendrick's cold still, bro. But yeah, man, Trent will be fine, bro. And you know, with Trent's quality and that, bro. Bro, expect about 6 assists in his first 4 games, blood.
Yeah, what's Savage? He can have all the quality if he doesn't have the enthusiasm, bro. I don't know.
Nah, he will though. He will. It's a new lease of life, innit? New things, blood.
Fresh.
Golden
yeah.
dawn, bro.
Fresh stadium, man. Fresh fans.
I'll tell you what's going to be different to him when he does something stupid and Bellingham backs him up, because he doesn't. This geezer's personality, he doesn't give a shit, boy.
Wait. You think Trent's gonna do the crossbar challenge on the unboxing day, or he's gonna do the
like, dude, we're supposed to be cool in that. Now, fucking
no, bro. Yeah, because you see how Jude looks at everyone in the team, bro.
The man look at Mbappe like Mbappe was some
even though I knew Jude was like that, bro, I didn't think he would be with the way he cost his Vinny and that, bro.
No, there was one year, not in the last game, maybe the game before, he made a good run. And then he played the pass and Vinny didn't travel, bro. And I see him turn around here and start screwing at him.
Bro.
I said, Ron, Vinny was like, oh, yeah. I said, bro.
Yeah, because you know what Vinny does, isn't it? When Bellingham starts screwing at him, he looks the other way and just starts smiling. Like he doesn't, he won't make, when man's mom's angry and you're in the car and that, just don't look at your mom, just look forward, look at the road, blood. Look at the road.
Your eyebrow raises too much, but you're getting
man. But that he's old school, man. He's like what Mandem was like Saturday League and that. Like once the game's over, yeah, Mandem. But in the game, nah, you're a pussy or two, blood. I respect it, man. You have to do that still. Yeah, man.
Get roughed up by his boy, bro. All right, man. Let's get out of here, man. Peace.